what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. I guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. Tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray. I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side maybe we could be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away. You're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away.
All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Glad to see you could make it. I appreciate y'all showing up. And before we kick everything off, don't forget to hit that like button. Thanks for tuning in. Last episode, we got ourselves the agricultural specialist started. We started doing that quest line, and we got a few plants growing. We need to do some scientific research. We also got our expanding the base, that we need to do some stuff for our base overseer, as well as we need to do some work with our freighter and things like that. But I hope you guys can hear me and everything's tuning in just well. Let me know in the chat there if you guys hear anything that's out of the ordinary. But we're going to start off with the agricultural research in this episode. And we're going to try and get through that and try and get some of the scientific research done so we could catch up and go and work with our base overseer. Let's get in here. Oh, I did do a little bit of work off camera. I told you guys I was going to set up an oxygen mining post, which we got set up. And now we collect 19,500 oxygen every 24 hours pretty much. So we can collect that and we'll take all that oxygen and we will throw it in our storage container. Thanks, Cobalt Wifey. I appreciate that for letting me know about my audio. Everything sounds good. I'm glad. Thank you. All right, let's get that put into our storage container. Now we got that going. We don't have anything in there. We got, I did a little bit of extra base building while I was off camera as well. So I set up a staircase so we don't have to keep jetpacking up and down to our landing pad up top. And we got our little exo roamer over here as well. So I got all that set off to the side, and we can go over here. We'll take a look at this real fast so you guys can see what I did. I kind of set up like some telephone poles to run power lines and piping to our oxygen mining outpost over here. So I extended it a little bit. Like I said, we got that spread out. So once you hit 225 units from your base, you have to put a base part down in order to expand or extend the range of your base in a straight line. And this is what we got here so far, is this big straight line that heads over to our mining facility, our extraction, our gas extraction, I should say, not mining. It's over here on the side of a hill, and it looks pretty rough, let me tell you. I had to use the exocraft, our little car, to put some metal plating in so we could build this thing up, and this is what I did. I built it up on the side of the hill. I dug it out a little bit to get a flat spot so we could pinpoint or center where our gas extractor is on top of the hot spot. And then I just stacked up. I've got a total of 16 storage containers here, but we have one at the base that we use. This way we can collect it just straight from our base. And as you can see, I run a pipe from our gas extractor to one of our containers, and then each container, if you can see in between, I have connected each container to the other container directly across from it, going lengthwise, widthwise, and horizontally as well. So I got this one going up to the top, so it's connected to that layer up there. And then all these are connected in between, running all the way down to the other end. And at the other end, I've got a pipe here. We'll go into camera mode so you guys can see this. I got it connected on this end with a pipe, so it goes to the bottom to the top layer. So the bottom layer is connected with a pipe in between each container. And I did the same thing with the top as well. So they're all connected and they're all stacked on top of each other. Now I like to put, I've got, let's see, I think I put 10 mining gas extractors on top of each other. And I showed you guys how I glitched that in with the wire. I take that little wire and I run it from the edge here to the center, and then I just start popping those things on top of each other. So we got that taken care of. So we got ourselves that little oxygen plant put in there, since that's such a good hotspot. I believe that is a, yes, that's an S-class oxygen hotspot. So that's pretty awesome. So we got oxygen coming in quite rapidly. So I put that storage container, well, I ran the power lines, power and the extraction pipe to the other storage container back at our base. And then I set that up, made a little extension on top there, so it's all enclosed inside our refiner room. And you can see I ran the power just like this. I know it's a little bit obscure for the most point. It's inside, it's nice and enclosed. It's pretty decent. I thought I did a good job. I hope you guys like it too. But that oxygen is something that's very important that we need. So I got that put in there. Let's go back inside. We got some work to do with the scientist. We have our weapons specialist, which we completed all the quest line for him. So all we need to do is continue along with, oh yeah, I also put in some windows in here and moved the storage boxes around so it would look a little bit better in here, and it opened it up a little bit with some windows inside our grow room. And we needed one Gravitino ball for our merchant sack, our farmer, which I got a couple Gravitino balls here that we're going to harvest. We'll take those. Perfect. We got those. We'll collect all the other plants while we're here too. This way they all start a new cycle, and we're continuing to collect all the plants that we're growing. And hopefully we can get that taken care of. We got a couple more plants to grow today. So let's talk to Merchant Sack and see what he's got to say. I know that sound anywhere. You carry Gravitino balls, do you not? Yeah, here you go, Sack. Take one. Ah, it is like greeting an old friend. Let me see them. Truly wondrous work, traveler. And there we go. Now he gives us the blueprint for the echinaceous cactus. It's Enchino cactus is the way it's spelled, but I call it an echinaceous cactus. I don't know why, but I do. So we need cactus flesh and pyrite in order to plant a cactus so we can hand that in to him. So let's get out of here. We have seen so much life in frost and heat, nuclear winter and toxic wastelands. You should know by now that no world is truly barren, friend. Even if there seem to be few signs of life. Take the echinaceous, for example. They are found on otherwise barren worlds waiting for their moment to thrive. Just think of what they will become in this superior environment. Merchant Sack wishes for me to cultivate echinaceous cactus and a plant that usually grows on barren worlds. I look forward to the results, friend. All right, so we got that taken care of. Let's go into our plant box now, which is down here. I moved things around, so let's throw in the selenium, the fungal mold, the gamma root. We got ourselves a Gravitino ball. We'll need that later, so we'll store those in there. The frost crystal and the facium. What we need is the cactus flesh and the pyrite in order to plant ourselves a cactus inside our little hydroponics tray over here. So we'll come back over here and we're going to plant. Let's see how many we can plant in our little menu. So we can plant, we can plant one cactus, and then we have we can plant two and have enough left over for the farmer to turn in the mission for him. So perfect. We got that out of the way. Let's talk to him. The echinaceous must be bloomed by now. Is it ready, friend? Can I see it? Oh, we don't have 100 cactus flesh. Ow, that hurts so bad. I cannot believe that. So we got to wait for a cactus to grow. Why do you conceal the fruits of your efforts, traveler? We are in this together. So I planted one too many cacti plants. So let's go into our edit mode and we will remove one. There we go. That should give us enough cactus flesh now. Let's check in our inventory. Yes, it gives us 110. So we have enough now to turn in. Instead of planting two, I just planted the one. But it takes, how long does it take? 16 hours for one of these echinaceous cacti to grow. Echinacea must have bloomed by now. Is it ready, friend? Can I see it? Yeah, here you go, Merchant Sack. I only have 2 plants left to show you. Your training is almost complete, friend. I am so proud. Now he wants us to plant star bramble. So we need 50 star bulb and 25 paraffinium. And I believe we have that in a storage box. I want to share something with you. Something beautiful beyond compare. Star bulbs are grown from the rare star brambles found on lush worlds unspoilt by war or death. This is why I wanted to become a farmer, to tend to such sublimity. Merchant Sack wishes for me to use the hydroponics tray to grow star brambles. I'll do that. Excellent. I must go and speak to the overseer. Apparently they are unhappy with my performance. Perhaps this crop will change their mind. All right, so let's go see if we got some star bramble or star bulb stuck up in this box. We have paraffinium, but we don't have any star bulb. So let's take this, the pyrite and the cactus, and we will put that back. So we have that for later. Sorry, like do a little bit of organization there. We got to get some star bramble, and I don't think we have any in our inventory or our starship. We got a little bit of extra stuff in our starship. At least we got a decent multi-tool now, boys and girls. Our exocraft is a little jacked up. I bought a whole bunch of metal plating. We need storm crystals to fix our exocraft, our Icarus fuel system. So we need to find some storm crystals somewhere along the line too. And I was out mining a whole bunch of pure ferrite so we could build the extra trays and all that stuff that we got going on in here. So let's take off and come out here, and we're going to talk. We're going to hit that sea beacon first, and then we're going to see our scientist here and see what they have to say. You cannot hurry these things, traveler. The bond between family components must be forged correctly. Okay, let's go in. Scientific research. Bring the scientist's core to a monolith. Visit a monolith to perform the operation. Okay, so we need to find a monolith. That gave us some navigational data to go over that way. That's 12 minutes by foot. We need to look for star bramble along the ways. So let's jump in, jump out, hop back in, and then we will fly over there to the monolith, and we'll see if we can find any star bramble along the way. Maybe there'll be some close to this monolith, and then we can get this thing going. There's some star bramble right there on the ground. That's pretty close to where we're at. Let's see if there's anything else. Whoops. I seen it just out of the corner of my eye. Let's come over here to the monolith. We'll land right here. I like that. They put all that new fog stuff in around the monoliths. That looks pretty cool. Nice ancient ruin. So let's go up here. We're going to grab our words from the monolith. The Viking word for butt. I learned butt. There we go. Hi. And what else we get? Come on. It. All right. Let's take a look around real fast. See if we can find any star bramble close to us. Sweet root. There's a sweet root there. What is that? Impulse beans. I don't really see any impulse beans. I don't see any star bramble close. There's some 428 units away. So we'll mark that. We'll come over here and we'll install. Wow, this is a pretty cool monolith. I don't think I've seen one like this. That's pretty interesting. Nice. Let's take and stick that in. 0111 011 0111 00111 01111. I approached the monolith and prepared to insert the Corvax's core within the dais. The structure looks as if it was made for such a moment. Error, error, Atlas, obey. Atlas, error, error, run, error, run, error, error. Lifeform identified. Corvax, echo. Purpose, servant of traveler. Analyses. verisimilitude, failure, emotional breakdown, traveler infection, solution, terminate, insulate, protect, wipe. Rebooting, 1, 2, 3. All right, the monolith is now offline. And let's go get us some star bramble. Now this is going to help us out. We're going to summon in our little car. This way we can drive over to that star bramble. There we go. Let's get over there real quick. This way it doesn't take us so long to walk over there. Not to mention, you know, shooting up a couple of these big rocks to get some more pure ferrite really helps us out. This helps us mine resources pretty quick. Let's get over here and get some star bramble so we can plant that up in our hydroponics tray. Be careful when you come up on these things that you don't drive over them because it will destroy them. So we'll just stop here. We'll get out. And we'll start collecting them. Since we got ourselves, where is it? Whoops, our exosuit. We've got the hazmat gauntlets. We can pick all these star bramble. Now you can get the hazmat gauntlets from the space anomaly up in the exosuit technology merchant, and you'll be able to collect these. Otherwise, you get them from doing quests for the overseer, the scientist, and that kind of thing. They give you all those technologies. So we're going to collect all this stuff up here real fast. Hopefully we get enough. We're getting about 10 per plant, which we could really use more, but that's okay. We don't need to do that. I hope you guys have tried the expedition or are playing the expedition. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this expedition. Is it a good one, or is it just a run-of-the-mill mediocre type of expedition? Me myself, I thought it was a pretty decent one. I do have to say I loved the new ship that they came out with. That cargo hauler. That cargo hauler really is something. That's better than any cargo hauler that they have. The design of it is really awesome. I really like that one. And it's an S-class cargo hauler, which is pretty hard to find. Ooh, look at here. We got ourselves a little deposit. We can mine that with our mining laser in our exocraft. So we can pick up all that material that's there. I don't know what that material is. Let's see. What is that? That is sodium. So we can mine some sodium up with our exocraft mining laser, which is all right. It mines about the same speed as a medium ball on your multi-tool. So when you're mining, it's gathering you ooh, there's a buried cache right here. I gotta get it. There it is. That could be nanites or whatever. It will mine the same speed as your multi-tool, your big bulb. Whoops, where'd our ship go? There it is. It will give you a 50-50 on mining the materials and destroying the materials. So it mines a little bit faster than the small bulb, but the small bulb gets you the most resources when you're mining. There we go. Let's check our exocraft, see what materials we picked up. We're really not that close. Oh, let's get out. Come over here to our exocraft, and we could take the materials out of it. Okay. Whoops. There we go. And we can take those and throw those into our exosuit so we have those extra materials. I'll leave the pure ferrite in there because we don't need that right now. That'll just fill up our inventory. But let's jump back into our starship, and then we'll take off and head back to the base. And we'll plant some star bulb that we just collected. And we will also talk to the scientist and give him back his core. He'll probably have to reboot, and that'll take another hour and a half or some junk. There we go. That didn't take too long. Let's get back in here. Whoops, not that one. We want ours on our base. There we go. Perfect. Don't worry about our exocraft. That might be over there on the other side of the continent or whatever, but we can always summon it back to our base. It's not a big deal. All right, we jumped out. Let's go back in here and see what Operator Entity Vaic has to say. Operator Entity Vaic's shell sits in front of me, awaiting reconnection. I fear for what has happened to their data core. Let's reinsert that. Shell reconnection. Carapace online. Yahoo! Greetings! Unknown entity, I passed my test. Share in this joy via the exchange of technology. And now we can make circuit boards. Perfect. That helps us out huge. Now we can continue on with our overseer. How do you feel about structural analyses, stranger? The scientist has once again been reset. But without a connection to the convergence, I fear they are doomed to repeat this cycle forever, from the moment they met me in the space station until their collapse into loneliness. Perhaps if I can find them a convergence cube, they might be unified with the rest of the Korvax and escape. The scientist deserves this chance at reconnection. They have helped me greatly, and they have taken good care of their beacon. Okay, so now we can make a circuit board. But let's go in and see what it takes to make the circuit board. We need to make a... Well, we didn't get all the stuff to make it, did we? No, we didn't. A circuit board. Let's see the crafting steps. So we're growing all the plants. Look how much it takes. 100 frost crystal, 200 selenium, 100 cactus flesh, and 200 star bulb. So we got to plant some star bulb. We can make polyfiber, and that takes cactus flesh and star bramble. So we need to plant some star bulb, and we need to make a heat capacitor as well. And we don't have that blueprint for that yet. So that's going to take a couple minutes. So let's head back over here to our growing trays here, and let's plant that star bramble that we collected. This way we can get that started and collect from the farmer, the agricultural specialist. I almost had a brain fart there. All right, we got that in, and we still have enough star bramble left to give him some. So that's perfect. The star brambles have bloomed, yes? Pass them over for examination. Here you go. Then only one task remains. The Mordite root. And that's why we collected all that Mordite earlier, so we could plant some of those. Perfect. I cannot pretend to be a farmer anymore. The overseer has made it clear. I must be as the others of my species are. I must trade, sell, accumulate. But I will make a final meal before I leave, traveler. The overseer requested it. A dish made from Mordite, the death element. Go, grow this final crop. Merchant Sack wishes for me to use the hydroponics tray to grow Mordite roots. The overseer asked for one last meal with me before I go. I must ready myself. Good luck, friend. Okay, so now we're going to have to plant some Mordite roots. So let's come down here and let's pull that out of our little storage box here. We got 7 Mordite. Uh-oh, that's not a good sign. So let's take some Facium here. We're going to pull some of that out. We're going to take 100 of that out. We'll put that in our inventory. Let's put the Star Bramble and the Paraffinium back in there. Let's move this over. Okay, so now, there we go. We got that there. We got this here. Trying to organize a little bit. Try to keep the materials together. This way we know which plant goes to which. All right, so we're going to take some Mordite, right? And we're going to come over here to our refiner. And this is what's going to happen. We have to stick our Facium inside the medium refiner to refine the Mordite down into Facium once again. Or the Facium into Mordite, I should say. vice versa. So it takes 3 Facium to make 2 Mordite. Hopefully we have enough to plant a Mordite plant. No, we don't. I don't think we do. So let's start that. That's going to take a few seconds because we need 40 to plant a Mordite root, I do believe. Yes, we do. So let's go get a little bit more Facium out of our little storage box. And we will refine the rest of that into Mordite. Because we have 7 Mordite already, we need 80 in order to get plant a plant and give him one. So we'll take that and we'll put that in our inventory. Hopefully that's enough and we don't have to refine anymore. It only takes a few seconds, but you know, I like to have all these supplies ready, but we don't have it. So here we go. We'll put this in there. That's 68. We need to make 80. So let's see here. We'll bring the scale down here a little bit so we can make the 80. Whoops. There we go. Let's begin that. And we'll have a little bit of Facium left over so we could stick that back in the storage locker as well. So now we got enough to plant 1 Mordite plant and make some Facium. Or we have Facium for growing other stuff. Perfect. Let's run back in here now. Hit that save beacon in case something happens. You never know. You know, epic fails with Cobalt Dale never fails. Okay, let's plant the Mordite root. So we'll take one and we'll plant that right there. Shkabloop. Now, let's go back to the farmer and turn in this quest. You grew it, didn't you? The Mordite root is done. Here you go, Sack. Let me see it. You have mastered so much of the botanical art, my friend. To see that others understand its virtues, well, it gives me hope. It is a pity you can digest so little of your own produce. But creating life is its own reward, is it not? The farmer has no more tasks for me. They tell me that their contract is at an end and that they will be returning to the Gek territory. As they discuss their leaving plans, they watch the ceiling carefully. It is unclear what they are looking at. Suddenly, Merchant Sack grabs me, telling me not to trust the overseer, that their fellow Gek may not even be a Gek at all. They seem to suggest that their food was somehow drugged. But this can't be true. I've shared meals with the overseer, and I am fine. They would never do anything to harm any of us. The overseer only wants what is best. A moment later, the farmer stops speaking. They assure me that they were joking and beg me not to speak of this matter again. Let's ask him if he's all right. I ask Merchant Sack if they are all right. They claim that they are, their eyes glistening in the darkness of the base. Okay, he's still got something to say to us, so we'll talk to him again, see what he's got. I'm not feeling like myself, traveler. I do not think I should go. Not just yet. Yes, that's right. I will stay. The farmer appears to be refusing to leave despite a lack of continued payment or directives from the overseer. They spend their days tending my crops, no longer proposing any tasks. They claim they have nowhere else to go. Let's smile back at them. Merchant Sack smiles back, happy to be here among their plants. And that is the completion of growing all the plants that we need right now. So all we need to do is collect enough materials to make ourselves a circuit board. So let's throw these materials back in here. We got those back in there. Cool. Give me just a second here. I need to do something. There we go. I hope we didn't lose anybody. I had to change my little chat box around a little bit. It was covering something up and I needed to see how much of how many frames and stuff I was missing. So hopefully you guys are still with me. All right, so we got all the plants planted. Operator Entity Vic is taking his time So our scientific research, we need to go and get a convergence cube. So our mission target is in another system. So let's jump into our starship, jump out, jump back in, and we will take off and we will go to another space station. We need to find a teleporter in space stations or the anomaly. You know what? Let's jump out. Let's head over to our teleport pad and see if we can't see if it brings us into another system through the teleporter so we don't have to fly there. A suspect Corvax facility. There we go. So that's our next mission. As you can see down here in the bottom right, it shows us that little beaker. That shows us that that's where our scientist mission is. Up here, this current system, this is where we need to turn in a couple missions for our mission agent so we can get some standing with them. This says Fleet Command Room, which is our freighter. So we got a quest with our freighter as well. So let's go to the suspect Corvax facility and see if we can't get that convergence cube for our scientist. Good. I'm glad to see you're still here. Hopefully we can get some more people in this stream. If you're just tuning in, don't forget to hit that like button, everybody. And if you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment as well. This way it shows activity on my feed, and this way it gets put out to more viewers just like you. All right, here we are. Let's come over here. I want to go to the trade terminal. First thing I want to do, come on, get off the screen. Boy, I tell you, that intro to every system that you go to lasts way too long. Like almost 10 seconds. That's ridiculous. Let's pick up some ferrite dust. We'll buy that. Hopefully we don't spend too much money here. Metal platings, we don't need any of that. Wiring looms, I bought a bunch of wiring looms. So we have plenty of those to install our stuff. There's some pyrite that we could buy. That's for our cactus. So we'll buy that. We'll put that in our exosuit. Pugnium. Yeah, let's buy a little bit of pugnium too. Do we have anything to sell in our inventory? Wait, in our starship I think we do, don't we? What do I see? No, we don't. Uh-oh, what's that? I heard a ship. Well, there's a Hoth speeder body with gull wings on it. That's a pretty cool ship. That's a B class. Let's talk to this guy, see what he's got to sell us. Hopefully we can get a couple materials from him, because I don't want to be darting all around looking for materials. We need to get some plant materials, and I know you get those from a trade outpost, and I don't want to have to go to a trade outpost. Oh, there's some tritium, so we'll buy that for our starship, so we got some fuel for our pulse engine. Little bit of phosphorus, we'll take that. We'll put that in our starship too. Perfect. Okay, cargo haulers and stuff. Man, we got a bunch of ships coming in all at once. But let's excuse me, let's run around the space station real quick. Let's get up here and see what they got. I have to check the multi-tool cabinets every time I fly into a space station. You never know what's going to happen. You could find the best multi-tool ever in a space station if you check it. I didn't see too much there. We've talked to all the aliens here. Let's see what they got for the multi-tool merchant. Blow through this real fast. We got a scanner module and a pulse spitter module. Perfect. I want both of those. That's perfect. And we got enough nanites to buy this stuff too. There's a mining beam upgrade. Oh, we need to get our standing up with these guys so we can get a better discount. And a blaze javelin, we don't need that. So we spent quite a bit. Let's see, our exosuit is filled up. We need more exosuit expansion slots. We need it with our starship as well. But if you look at this, our pulse spitter, we now have an extra here we go, an extra module to put in there. Let's see what this does for damage. You see the damage over there in the top right? Let's see if that increases. There we go, 5,600. Perfect. Let's take the clip size. We'll move that over, right? pull this down. We'll slap that there because we need to open up our multi-tool so we have more slots. Oh, look. There's an S-class, the impact igniter over there. Let's see if that'll butt up with the others. No, it won't. So we just stick that right back over there. Okay. There we go. That gives us extra damage too. Perfect. That's there. We got 3 S-class upgrade modules in our multi-tool already, but I want a better one. So let's take this. We'll open it up and install it and see if it's better than the other 3 that we have. Oh, look at that. This one gives us all, yeah, that's 4. So let's find our weakest one and remove it. That gives us 3 for all our animals and plants and stuff. And that gives us radius. That gives us radius. So that's flora and fauna. And this is fauna and mineral. And this one gives us for all 3. So let's take this one out of here. We'll stick that over there. Perfect. And then we'll move this one down there. Now watch that scan range down there. 237. Let's take this one and put this into our exosuit so we could save that for another multi-tool later. Let's come back. Look at there. 509. Perfect. Now we should be making some money every time we scan a creature. I want to move this one over. Move this. Wait, let's do this. I'm going to take this one, move that in the middle, and move this one over here. There we go. We got a little bit more range. Perfect. So that helped us out because this one with the 33% scan radius now touches this one and this one to give us a little bit more scan radius. Perfect. And we got a mining beam upgrade that we can save. Let's throw that in our starship. We'll take this one, throw that in our starship. We'll open this up a little bit. And then we got, what is this? A hazard protection, a suspicious hazard protection module. Let's throw that into our starship as well. This way we got a little bit of room. Our starship is quickly filling up. We got a couple little things to get rid of. So let's sell a couple of these things out of our inventory in our starship so we can make a few nanites back. So let's go in and sell. Let's go to our starship. We've got a bolt caster module we can get rid of. That's 61 nanites. Suspicious hazardous. Sentinel exosuit fragment. We'll get rid of that. That's 491 nanites. Perfect. So that gave us a little bit better. Let's head all the way down. Since we talked to everybody, let's see if this guy at the exocraft station's got anything for us for our exocraft. Maybe we could pick one of those technologies up too. There's a boost module. Perfect. We'll buy that. That'll go into our exocraft. And let's go over here to the Merchants Guild and see if they got any goodies for us to have for free. We get some starship launch fuel. Perfect. We'll throw that in our starship. Let's see if we've got anything to donate to these guys. Nothing in our starship. And we got salvage data in our exosuit. I don't really want to get rid of the salvage data in our exosuit, but we got 9 of those. We can pick up more later. So let's donate because I want to increase our standing with the Merchants Guild. This way we can get higher level free things. All right, so that gives us 1, 2, 3 standing with the Merchants Guild. Perfect. Now we're done in here. Let's jump into our starship. Jump in, jump out, jump back in, and we're going to... Hey, Jam Plays, welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I hold on to the X-Class modules. I always hold on to those. You never know. They might be better than the S-Class that you have. Glad you tuned in. If you haven't done it yet, hit that like button, please. The more likes I get, the more it shows activity on my stream. So it'll, uh-oh, what's going on here? We got comms coming in. You are alone. I know you, traveler. I know where you've been. I know where you're going. There is no need to hurry. Who are you? You will find us when the time is right. Okay, that was a little odd. So we got a frozen planet. What do we got back here? Now we got another message coming in from Apollo. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Everybody wants to call me now. Are you ready? Make sure you are. This job isn't going to be a small one. You might not be heading back to that base of yours for a while. No, I'm not ready. We're in the middle of trying to get our base up and running. So we're going to wait with you, Apollo. Well, do what you need to do. You know where to find me when you're ready. Yeah, we sure do. Let's go back in. We're still doing our scientific research. So we'll get back to Apollo as soon as we can. So let's pulse over there. Yeah, Starship shields. Yeah, the X-Class. Sometimes you can get one that's like 33 or 34%. Whoops. I missed that. We skipped off the atmosphere here. Whoopsie. I was looking at the chat. Yeah, up to 40%. With the X-Class, yeah, you can get up to a 40%, but you got to be really lucky to get those. That's why I just stick with the S-Class for the most part until we can get a large amount of nanites together. Then we'll start buying all kinds of modules. But at least we got 2 fungal mold runaway mold bases that we can use to gather up our nanites. So we're doing pretty good so far. I mean, we're cruising right along, just out gathering up some stuff. We landed at the right place. Like I say, always from that marker, it's always about 500 units away. Let's hit the save beacon. There's no goodies on the ground to grab. I want to take a little scan around, see what our new scanner module gives us. Look at that. For a rock, we got 45,000. That's pretty good. There we go. 200,000 for a bird. Perfect. Now we're making some money. Look at that. We scanned almost half the creatures on the planet. 2 out of 4. That's pretty good. Let's scan up a few rocks so we can start making some more of that money. But I'm really thankful you guys are showing up and showing a little bit of support here for my stream. I appreciate it. I know everybody's been busy with the No Man's Sky Expedition 13 Adrift update. Yeah, as long as we can get enough units, I'm kind of scrounging for units right now. We're just getting our base together, doing our agricultural specialist, our farmer, and our scientist, so we can make some circuit boards so we can get the rest of the crew together in our base. And hopefully that won't be too much longer. We're just trying to finish off the scientist quest line so he can give us the recipe for heat capacitors. All right. This is a reinforced door. We're at a manufacturing facility. There's sentinels all around. So let's make sure we got some bullets. We got plenty of bullets. We got a little bit of plasma for our paralysis mortar that we have in case we need to stun some sentinels. But it shouldn't take us too much now that we got that pulse spitter upgrade. We should be able to blow a hole through this door pretty fast. There we go. Let's get inside real fast so they can't catch us. Don't want to waste the time messing with those guys and pick up all the goodies around the room. Look there. Stock transfer. Some nanites. Perfect. Check the plants. Look at there. There's a species up, a specimen. So we get a... Uh-oh. Come on now. We get a standing raise with the Corvax for, hello, how you doing? For finding that research specimen. That's perfect. Got any others out here? Like to catch that little extra bit of material, hopefully get a couple Sentinel modules. Where you at? There you are. See, our multi-tool's doing a lot better now. Check that out. And we got that Ricochet module plus, oh, there's a summoner. Take him out real fast. This way we got that igniter, that impact igniter as well. So that helps us out. That gives us a little bit more damage. Whoa, hello. I felt that, you know. He was shooting us from behind. I didn't even see him over there. We got one more. Whoa. Somebody's shooting at us. What's that? Oh. Switch that over to the pulse paralysis mortar. Duh. There we go. Take him out. Nice. Where the rest of them? There he is. As long as you hit him a little bit, it resets the counter. Perfect. Where are they at? Uh-oh, we got a quad dog coming in. That's going to be tough. Let's heal ourselves real fast. Get that set up. We should be ready. Come on. Where you at? Phew. There we go. Stun a few of these guys. Oh, hello, hello. Gotta stun him again. Was in the middle of reloading right there. Keep moving a little bit. There we go. Get rid of that quad dog as quickly as possible. Those guys are the worst. They'll tear your shields down in no time. Take out the healers. There we go. Take him out. That's why I like the paralysis mortar the most. This way it gives you a few seconds to gather your thoughts while you're in the middle of that little battle. Now we're going to have a mech warrior coming in. And hopefully he doesn't take us out. We still don't have enough for shields in our exosuit. Yeah, we only got one shield, so hopefully this doesn't hurt us too bad. Take out the summoner pretty quick. Take him out. There we go. We're getting these guys down pretty fast. Oh, there's the mech warrior. I see him. He's going to start shooting mortars at us here in a second. There he is. Stun him a little bit. I know there's a healer coming. Oh, there's a summoner right behind him. I didn't even see that guy. We got to take him out pretty quick. Ow, ow. Look out! Come on. Reload. That healer's gone. Man, I tell you, we're almost out of mortar shells here. Let's jump over here real fast so we can reload. Come on. Oh. Good, got rid of him. Let's take that out. Let's reload our paralysis mortar. So we're set there. Reload our bullets. Scan some rocks while we're waiting. Okay, hopefully there won't be but a couple more coming. The walkers should be here soon. Where are they? Pew, there we go. Keep it moving a little bit. There we go. We're taking these guys out. Where'd that come from? All right, I see you. There you are. You know what's amazing is that they can shoot you through their force field, but you can't shoot them through your force field. Let's take these guys out as quickly as possible. Uh-oh, gotta run. Hate that. You run out of bullets just at the last moment. There we go. Take out the legs on the walker. Boom, there we go. Let's reload a little bit. Come on. I see we got ourselves a healer over here. Take care of him. I see we still got one sentinel over here behind us. Nice. Let's take this guy out. Come on now. We almost got him halfway. There we go. We're almost done. One more shot. Here we go. Perfect. Now we took him out. That takes care of all the sentinels on the planet, but I want to get up here to this box. There we go. Once we get up on top of it, you can take the walker brain out of it and then shoot it again and get yourself a second walker brain. So now we got 2 out of that sentinel walker. Perfect. And then we got ourselves an achievement for killing all the sentinels. Nice. We killed 60 of them. Perfect. Let's take a look around, see if we can see any combat supplies. I don't see any on the ground. Okay, let's get back inside the manufacturing facility to see what they have for us with this convergence cube. As I approach the terminal, I sense an immense sadness and grief. I hear the echoes of 1,000 souls, entities whose life was stolen from them long ago. Non-convergent user registered. On the display, I see the production line of this factory, a vast array of cubes infused with the memories of an entire species. They appear to be caught within an endless cycle of trauma, unable to do anything but repeat their tragedy. The terminal identifies these items as convergence cubes. Let's attempt to take a cube, because that's why we are here. I attempt to extract a cube from the production line. I succeed, but I cannot help feeling like I have committed some terrible crime. Perfect. Now we got a convergence cube for our scientist, and that puts that into our inventory. Whatever you do, do not sell this convergence cube. Once you get it into your inventory, it will you'll have to go out and buy a new one, and they cost like 45 or 60,000 for a new convergence cube. So we don't want to sell that. Yeah, they are. They cost what do they cost, Jim? About what, 100,000 per tech package? Ooh, look at there. There's some condensed carbon. Sorry, a little distracted. There we go. I don't know what was going on there. It wasn't showing the mining beam for some reason. Perfect. We got that. We scanned a bunch of stuff over here already. Let's scan some more. Let's get us some cash. We need to make some cash on this planet. I know this scanning stuff takes a long time. This makes us a bunch of money, though. Especially when we got them nice S-Class upgrades for our multi-tool for scanning. Like to scan the horizon just a little bit. I don't see any yellow markers on the horizon. Let's go into our Discoveries tab and see what other 2 creatures we have left on the planet. A common flying diurnal and a common underground, always active. So we need to find a cave and... well, where's it at? I just saw it. There it is. There's the flying diurnal creature. That means it flies around in the daytime. So let's do this. We're going to go into camera mode real fast. I'm going to fly up in the air. This is the quick way to look around to see if you can find yourself a cave. It kind of pauses the game. I see a hole. No, that's just a shadow. There's a hole over there. Do we see anything else? I don't see any other places for a cave. So there's one way over there on the horizon. Where are we at? Right there. So that would be off to our left by about 200 units. So over that way, let's take a look around and see if we can find any relics or anything on the map for our, ooh, look at there. There's a combat supply. I missed one. How did I do that, boys and girls? I missed a barrel. See, I like looking around. I don't see any kind of artifacts or anything. There's got to be some over this way, though, because that's the way I was looking. There should be a cave right over this way somewhere. Let's get over here and take a look and see if we can find something. We'll go back into camera mode one more time. Shoot up in the air real fast. Let's see. Where'd it go? Oh, it's way over there, isn't it? Yeah, it's over that way to our right. No, there's a hole right there. Yeah, that's a hole. That looks like a cave opening. Let's go over there. So we'll shoot over here. If this ain't a cave over here, then we will go over that way and find ourselves that other hole in the ground. This looks like a cave to me. Yep, I was right. Nice. Let's scan some rocks as we're coming in. Let's get out of the elements. Make some money. See, there's a humming sack. So that tells me this is a pretty good sized cave. We could come in here and take a look around. See what we can find. We got some hazardous flora. We got them hazmat gauntlets. As I showed you guys in the last episode, if you stand just outside out of the radius, you can pick the plants without getting damaged with the toxic materials. But why I'm in the cave is looking for the last creature on the planet. If we can discover that, then we get our nanite bonus. But I don't see it, so let's go over here and we're going to pick up these humming sacks. And we'll get some Albion Pearls, which gives us a little bit of extra cash when we go to the space station and sell them. Perfect, we got all those. I don't see any more in the area on our compass. And we scanned all the... No, we didn't scan all the plants. There we go. Let's hit that star bulb. That's 40 grand. Let's check our inventory. We got plenty of cobalt. We don't have any ionized cobalt. No big deal. But let's get out of this cave. There's one more cave to go through. Let's see if we can find any more humming sacks on our scope here. See if there's any close. If there is, then we'll just bore a hole over there. I don't see it. Okay, let's get out of this cave then. Because I don't see any creatures hobbling around in here. And that's what we're here looking for. Otherwise, I'm not going to waste the time on this planet. Now, that was over there, so that other cave is over this way. Should be another hole in the ground somewhere over here. Let's get up on top of the hill so we can get a better vantage point. There it is, right over there. See it? Right there. Let's jetpack over here. Maybe we could find something. I'd like to find that last creature. That'd be nice so we can get a little bit more nanites. There's a hole. Not much of one. Not much of a cave either, is it? Wow, what a disappointment. Let's see if we can see any humming sacks under the ground. I don't see any. What a shame. I was hoping for finding that last creature. We have to fly along the surface in order to find another creature. There's an unscanned plant. How much is that? 40,000 for the plant. That's good. That was almost 100,000 for 2 plants. Perfect. All right, let's head back to our ship. And we can fly along for just a little bit before we head back to the space station and take the portal back to our base. So once we get back to our base, then we're going to continue on with the scientists. So let's jump in, jump out. We do have a marker for a marker for a sentinel pillar here in this solar system as well. So let's fly along. I want to find a cardinal direction, Dale. There we go. We'll head south. Do a little scan, see if we can find any buildings. There's a cave. That was a pretty good size one. There's not much for mountains on this planet, so it's pretty flat for the most part. I was liking to find a building on this planet. This way we can get that free landing pad. Oh, what's that? That's a pretty good sized cave right there. I don't know if we want to land right here though. There's a building up there. There's a monolith. Wow. So we're on the right ley line. We're looking for this stuff. There's a whole bunch of cactus. Oh, look at that. That was a supply depot. What's this? This is a little camp. Do I see any caves around here? Yeah, there's a couple. So let's land here. I'm going to land right here. There's a camp over there too. So there's 2 camps right next to each other, plus a supply depot on this ley line. So let's go in here. We'll collect the little goodies out of this building. Look, there's a piece of a cave right there. Perfect. Hopefully something will render in within the next few seconds. This way we can get that last creature. That's all I want is that last creature. I mean, 4 creatures on a planet. Come on, if you can't spend a little bit of extra time, don't forget to search the plants. You get 30 carbon from each plant, so that's almost 60 right there for 2 plants. That's perfect. Let's see, we got some stock change in here. Cool. That works. Let's take a look around, see what we can see. Don't see much. Let's get over to the Save Beacon. We don't have our Atlas pass yet, boys and girls. We're going to have to get that for sure. Let's go over here and check out this cave. Oh, there ain't even a cave here. Oh, that's hurtful. All right. Let's see. I thought I saw something over here, right? Or was I wrong? No, there's a cave over here too. Plenty of materials and stuff around here if we want to spend the time. Nope, that's not a cave. All right, what's that? A sector navigation beacon over there. And I think that is for that, yeah, there's one over there. I don't know what that's for. How far is that? That's 300 units. Let's climb up here to the top of the hill and hopefully we can see it. Oh, wait, what's this? There's kind of like a cave here. Let's see if it's actually got some room in it. Uh-oh, look at this. Let's blow a hole in here so we can get in. Perfect. Look, now we found a cave, right? I would like to find... What is that? I see it on the compass, but I don't see it here. Must be something on the ground up above us. Oh, there we go. There's a humming sack. There's one more here. We can at least get a stack of 10 of those, but I'd like to find that last creature. Where are you? He should render in, I'm telling you. Gotta hang out in an area for a little while. Let's see how many of these things we can get. So I know our inventory is pretty much full. So let's start picking all these things up. All right, we got that. Let's get out of here. Wait, we missed one. Whoops. No, I picked that one up already. There we go. Just to make sure we didn't miss anything, let's scan the big rocks down here. I'm hoping for that last creature, but I doubt we're going to get it. We got this little way through here. Let's jump over here and see what they got. Come on. Come on, man. Fly. Don't see too much up in here. Come on. There's some sodium. What is that? Dihydrogen? Yeah, that's dihydrogen down here. Looked a little yellow. It looked like sodium nitrate for a second there. I don't know what that was. Nope, no creatures down in here, and that looks to be the end of the cave for the most part, right? Yeah, that's it. I was hoping for some kind of creature. Look, there's a hazardous flora. Let's pick that if we can get over there. Come on. There we go. You ain't got to be close to it. Just enough to reach up there and grab it with your gauntlets. If you get too close, then you get that toxic poisoning, and we don't want that. There we go. Come on, fly. We're getting there. I was hoping for that last creature in this area, but I don't think it's going to happen, boys, girls. So we're going to have to get out of here. Stop wasting a little time in this cave. We'll get back to the scientist, get him his convergence cube, and then we'll take off from here. Look at there. We got some humming sacks here we can pick up. That's money. Once we stop at that space station, we'll sell all this stuff. So it looks like we're pretty much filled up in our inventory for the most part. Yes, we are. So let's get out of here. We will head back to... Kind of disappointed I didn't get that last creature. I know there's a couple buildings around here, but I'm not going to waste the time doing all that legwork back and forth. Let's see. Do we have it? Yeah, we have the summoning station. We could summon up our exocraft and cruise over there. But that means we need room in our inventory, and we don't have enough slots. So let's get out of here. We'll head back to the space station. We'll sell what extra garbage that we have in our inventory. Where is that? That's on this planet. Oh, look at that. that isn't that far away. Let's go over there and check that out, boys, girls. Hit this sentinel pillar, and then we can see what kind of multi-tool they got in there. Maybe they have us a good multi-tool. I would be happy with an S-class multi-tool, maybe even an alien blaster for that matter. A prototype or something, that'd be pretty cool. What's that? That's there's a ruin. Man, look at all this stuff. It never fails. When your inventory's full, that's when everything shows up. And I don't have the trade rocket yet. Oh, I seen some barrels falling out of the sky, landing on the ground there. That's nice. So we got some extra stuff to pick up. Cool. Thought I saw a rock that we could identify. Gather that. Perfect. We've got some salvage glass. Let's head over here. We'll hit the save beacon. Pick up whatever extra loot we can pick up. Anything to make money at this point. All right, let's whip out the pulse spitter. Take care of these control nodes. Because that's sentinel glass, if you didn't know, if you shoot them pillars. There we go. Let's go in here, see what it's got to say. Warning, boundary node exposed. Boundary archive status vulnerable. Let's access the logs. Access log, imposter detected. Override code 4R1ADN3. Manifesting personality protocol, voice of the hive. Aeron routine protocol, prey, experiment, shell, sentinel. Once we had no need for visual manifestation or physical form. Our invisible eyes would record, sort, delete the life and death of every world there ever was or would be. We had no thoughts, no personality, no dreams. Okay, let's get back in here. Let's see what kind of weapons technology they have. Well, a C-class pea shooter with nothing in it. All right, we're out of here. Let's back out and we'll get out of here. Perfect. Come on. So we didn't get ourselves a decent multi-tool. That's a shame. We could come over here and get this barrel. That'll give us, what, some nanites and a hard frame. No creatures here. I was hoping for maybe just a slim chance of that last creature here, but I don't see it happening. So we're out of here. I'm not going to waste the time. Let's get back to the space station, boys and girls. I forgot to make a save there. Whoops. What is that? Is that a pirate? Are you serious? Uh-oh, we got ourselves a little pirate fight here, boys and girls. This could be serious. Die! There we go. Got him. Perfect. We got some standing with the Korvax. We needed that. Let's see. Where's that space station? Let's get out of the atmosphere first, right? So how you guys enjoying that Adrift expedition? Is that anything good for you guys? Do you like it? Or is it just meh? Not so good. I know I'm enjoying the Adrift expedition. I think it's pretty good. I'm doing a walkthrough series. You guys can catch that. I got a playlist started for that on my channel too. So you guys can follow along step by step. I also got a survival series going. I kind of put that on the back burner until we finish the Adrift expedition. Once the Adrift expedition is done, I will get back to our survival series playthrough. So you guys can watch along and follow along with that too. I do live streams every Tuesday night at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I at least put out one video per week. I try to. I might have to put out a couple more to hurry up and get the Adrift expedition done so I can get back to my survival series. And we can pick up maybe that cargo hauler. But with this playthrough, I'm just doing a general vanilla playthrough. I don't know if you guys are into following along with the vanilla playthroughs, but that's what I do. I like to do a playthrough, walk through, see if we can get to the center of the galaxy, maybe move on. Let's see, nothing there to buy. I need to sell. So let's get into our sales stuff. We got Albion Pearls, minus 1.9%. That's all right. We got 187 grand out of that. Cool. We're going to break 1 million. Or, yeah, we broke 5 million right there. That's nice. Perfect. We'll get rid of the 2 hard frames. We don't need those right now. Let's see. What else do we got in here that we can get rid of? We got that salvage glass. We'll have to open that up. Let's go into our starship. We're not going to get rid of the quad servo because we can save that later for our freighter and make some frigate mission buffs with that. We got a planetary chart for a secure site. We got 10 of those. So we can find manufacturing facilities so we can upgrade our multi-tool a little bit. And I know we need to get some more slots for our multi-tool. What else do we have in here that we can get rid of? There's some Corvax casing. We'll get rid of that as well. Perfect. That worked out. Let's see how much room we got in our inventory now. Let's open up some of this glass. Okay, so we got a couple of Viking effigies. We got a Sentinel weapon shard for our multi-tool. We already got 3 in there. But let's check out that weapon shard and see if we can get a better one. I'd like to see another good one. What do we get? Fire rate of 3 and damage of 1. Nope. Not any better. Let's get rid of that. So we destroy that, and that will give us some nanites and stuff, I do believe. I think that's what it was. Let's sell the 2 Viking effigies we just picked up so we can get that out of our inventory. Whoops. There it is. Get rid of the Viking effigy. The hydraulic wiring, we'll save that. Once we get back to the base, we'll throw that in our storage box. Get that out of there. Okay, let's hit this Stargate, and we'll head back. Our portal, we'll head back to the Cobalt Crib. So we can give the convergence cube to our scientist. Hopefully I didn't sell that bad boy, did I? No, I didn't. I was worried there for a second. I thought I might have sold it. All right, let's get going. We'll get back over there and see what happens. We're moving along. Hopefully we can make enough money to maybe get a better ship here soon in the future too. With that new S-Class upgrade, that should really make a big difference. Thanks, Cobalt Wifey. I appreciate that. Wow, this is taking a long time to get there. All right, we're back at the Cobalt Crib. Let's hurry up and get inside here, and we'll talk to our scientist and give him the convergence cube. Operator Entity Vic. Stranger, I fear something unusual is occurring. Is this facility shielded in some way so that signals are unable to escape? Operator Entity Vic is once again becoming aware of their isolation. The convergence cube may be their only hope. So let's plug that bad boy in, right? I insert the cube. The Corvax is temporarily startled, but soon their lights begin to flash in a familiar pattern. I cannot be sure, but the plan appears to have worked. Forgive me for asking, Entity, but did I know you once? You seem familiar. These terminals, they're of my own design. One machine even called me its parent, attempted to convince me of its love. Yoo-hoo! I deleted the bug, of course. I ran a proper code base. I did harvest some useful blueprints from its store, however. Would you care for them? Whatever relationship we had developed has gone, replaced only by this cloud of unknowing. Perhaps it was an error. Perhaps this being was the true self of the Corvax all along, and the one I knew was just a sickness, a distortion. I cannot know. Let's grab them blueprints. Take care when constructing these objects, traveler. The plans were created by an error after all. And there we go. Now we have the heat capacitor blueprint. So now we can make ourselves a circuit board. Plus we learned how to make liquid explosive. So with all the plant material that we have, we can make liquid explosive and start selling merchandise. Perfect. And that, boys and girls, that completes our scientist quest line. So now we have learned all the technology we can from our scientist. So now we need to go back to our overseer once we learn how to make an here we go. Let's throw some stuff into storage here. Got the 2 walker brains. We'll throw that in there. What's this? That's the exocraft boost module we'll put in our exocraft. Perfect. Then we got some stuff in our starship that can go into storage containers. So let's take that memory fragment. We'll throw that in there. This hazard protection, we'll throw that in our storage container. We're going to get some of this stuff out of our exosuit and our storage. This way we can move along a little bit quicker. As soon as we get more room, we'll be all right. There we go. Quad servo can go in there as well. We got a Sentinel exosuit fragment. We'll save that and throw that into storage. That could have been sold for some nanites, but it's not necessary. We're waiting for a lot of plants to grow. Let's go back over here because we need to throw a couple of things. Whoops. What did I do? I messed up there, boys and girls. Whoops. Epic fail by Cobalt Dale. You saw it here first, folks. All right, we got that there. Let's put this up in our storage container now. All right, there goes the phosphorus and the pyrite. That's for all our plants. This is our plant box. We still got some pugnium we need to put in storage container 1, which is our normal storage for stuff. We'll throw that in there. Our exocraft module, we need to put that in as well. So let's get over to our exocraft. We'll install that. Gotta get down here to the summoning station because we left our exocraft on the other side of the planet. There we go. Now let's install that exocraft boost module. Perfect. Let's see. That is a double engine, so that goes up here. We'll hook this up right there because now they're all highlighted with that adjacency bonus. That was a nice one, 55 and 53. That's pretty good. So we got 2 good ones so far. So we're doing all right with that, boys and girls. Can we build a heat capacitor yet? We need frost crystals and selenium. And then we need to make a polyfiber. So we need to go get some plant material out of our plant box. Otherwise, we need to find a trade outpost and start buying up some materials from the traders that land there so we can build our polyfiber and our the heat capacitor. Sorry, there's a little brain fart right there in progress. Let's see. Do we have anything in here that will help us? No, we do not. We got some star bulb. Let's take that out. We need that definitely. I don't think we have enough star bulb and plant material to build either one. The polyfiber, no, we don't have enough cactus. And we got enough frost crystal, right? Wasn't it frost crystal? Star bulb and selenium. So let's see what we need now to make the heat capacitor. We got frost crystals, but not enough selenium. Oh, that hurts. And then the polyfiber, we got enough star bulb, but not enough cactus. We should have picked up some cactus while we were on that planet. Oh, no. All right, let's throw all our plant materials back in the box to open up our inventory a little bit. And let's get out of here. Let's go over here. Pick up the frost crystal. Since that grows pretty quick, we'll let that keep going. All this other stuff is, how much time does it got? That's got a long ways to go, that echinaceous cactus. Another 15 hours. So yeah, star bulb, another 3 hours. Another 2 hours on that. 2 hours on that. Selenium's got another almost 15 hours. It takes an hour to grow frost crystals, so that grows pretty quick. Arfecium, we ain't got to worry about that. All right, let's throw this frost crystal up in the box too. Get that out of our inventory and we'll get out of here and we're going to head back to the space station. Let's hit that save button before we leave. And then we'll head up to the space station. Wait, is there a trade outpost nearby? There's a factory. We can jump in our ship and find a trade outpost here. I do believe we have the ability to do that, don't we? Yes, we do. Economy scanner. Let's find a trade outpost. There should be one pretty close to here, so we could pick up some materials. Where's that trade outpost? It shouldn't be too far away, I do believe. What is that? 6 minutes, 7 minutes away? Let's head up into outer space so we can do this big arc just like the jet airplanes do. And we will pulse right over there and it should take us a couple seconds. Nice, that didn't take too long. Coming into the atmosphere. Look at that. Then we should be able, we do have enough units to buy up the plant materials we need to make the polyfiber and the heat capacitor. So we can turn a circuit board into the overseer so we can get our galactic trade terminal at our base. But if you don't do this quest line, you don't get the free blueprints for the galactic trade terminal. But you can still buy one with technology data modules, these things right here, the salvage data. You can take those up to the space anomaly and go into the base building kiosk and buy yourself the blueprint to the galactic trade terminal. So let's see what he's got. Hopefully he's got what we need. He's got frost crystal. We'll buy that. We'll buy all the plants. This way we can get a little bit of a stock going. Oh, that one took off. So this is some quick footwork here, boys and girls. All you got to do is run back and forth to all these pilots. And you can get your plant materials from these guys. This is the only way I found that's easiest to gather up the plant material you need to grow your plants with your agricultural specialist. This way you ain't got to run all over a planet harvesting that stuff from all the plants that are around the area. So let's see, there's frost crystals, some more of that. We need some star bulb and some echinaceous cactus, people. Come on. Hey, that's a nice ship. That kind of looks like ours. Wait, it is. All right, let's get over here and talk to this guy, see if he's got any. Come on, dude, sell me some good stuff, please. I need that cactus. Come on. There's our selenium. We needed that. Perfect. And some star bulb. Nice. All we need now is the cactus. And if you look into your discoveries tab, let's see, do we have, that's a toxic planet. There's a frozen planet. Don't know what that is. And we have just boy, that's a brain fart in progress. I forgot what they call that planet. That's a sweltering damp planet. It's a flourishing planet. There it is. I can't believe I forgot what the name was. I usually call them verdant planets because they have hot storms. This planet has storms, but not very often. They only last for a couple minutes, which isn't bad. Let's take a look around, see if we can find any yellow markers on the screen. No, I don't see any. That's okay. We're just waiting for a couple more ships to appear here. Hopefully some of them will have a cactus on it. Once we get that cactus, we could fly back to the base. Get ourselves a little bit of ferrite dust. Here, another ship. Where are you? There we go. There's one. Get up here and talk to this dude real fast. What you got, man? Come on, give me some stuff. Nothing. We got some tritium. We can throw that into our starship. There we go. We could buy launch fuel, but I'd rather make it. It's cheaper. Here we go. Look, look, look. Got a couple pilots here. This is nice. Come on. More selenium, I'll buy that. And more tritium, we'll throw that in our starship. Oh, I was gonna say, don't take off yet, please. Come on. Get over there. Let's see what he's got. Please. No, he's got gamma root and fungal mold. We're getting close. We almost got all the plants we need. All I need is that cactus. If I would have picked that cactus up on that planet we were on, we'd have had this done. But let's go into our inventory and see which one we can make. We can make the heat capacitor. Perfect. We'll make that. So all we need to make now is the polyfiber. So all we need is cactus and star bulb. There's a ship right there. Let's go over and talk to him. Hopefully these guys carry the materials we need. This is the only way I found to gather it up right away. Pyrite and oxygen, is that what it is? Okay. Thanks, Jam. I appreciate that. I tend to forget the recipes if I don't use them all the time. There we go. That's a nice looking little peanut shuttle. We'll take a couple more minutes here and see if we can't get that. No, just some gamma root. No big deal. Spending up all our money here. That's all right. I got plenty of oxygen. We got that S-class oxygen hotspot right next to our base. So that helped out quite a bit. And I know I got some pyrite. We bought that. So let's do that. We might end up heading back to the base here. There's another ship coming in. We'll hit this last ship and then we'll get out of here. Maybe two. There's another one. Come on now. Yeah, I know. We've been running a lot. We'll have to get up to the space anomaly and turn in our little achievements. There's some more star bulb. Perfect. That helped. Thank you, sir. One more over here. Come on. Show me the money, Jerry. More gamma root. All right. We're done here. Let's head back to the base. We'll do what Jam said. We'll refine us up some cactus there. Pyrite and oxygen. Yeah. I know you can do it with paraffinium and stuff like that too to make star bulb. All right, let's head back to the base. Where is that at? Right over there. All right, back up into the atmosphere. We'll do that big arc and pulse back over to our base. Here we go, a couple seconds. That shouldn't take too long. Right? I hardly ever do. Once I get the base built and we never have to come back to the base, I don't usually have to mess with these plants and stuff. But like on my freighter, I will build a huge farm on my freighter so I don't ever have to jump back and forth and things like that. But this little thing with the circuit boards, that's the hardest part of this whole thing with building the base. We're almost done, and then we can get the exocraft specialist. Yeah, refining salt, making chlorine. Okay, let's go get into our storage box. Here we go. Into the plant box. Whoops, did I go into the wrong box? Yeah, I did. Here we go. Let's get, there's our pyrite. We'll get that. And then we should be good. There's a little bit of cactus flesh. Whoops. Let's take the selenium, put that back. The fecium, that could go in there. What do we need to make that polyfiber? Star bulb and cactus flesh. Yes. So let's take the star bulb. We'll throw the frost crystals back. We don't need those anymore. Perfect. And we got plenty of oxygen. Should be enough to get this going. Otherwise, we'll get some out of the storage box. Let's head over here. Here we go. Let's find that pyrite. There we go. We'll throw that in there. And the oxygen. We'll throw that up in there. There we go. Now, let's go into our inventory to see how much we need for polyfiber. We need 100 cactus flesh. Oh, I put way too much in there, right? Okay, so it's a 2-to-1 ratio for pyrite. So we need 200 pyrite. Whoops. Throw that in the exosuit. Let's take that, cut that in half, and then cut these in half real quick. I know this is a little bit of time consuming stuff here, and we only need 100 cactus flesh. So that'll be perfect right there. We'll roll that down. There we go. Let's get that started. And what's left over, we could take and, what's up, Indestructible Bill? Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you made it finally. I haven't seen you in a while. I know Delta usually streams on Mondays and Wednesdays, but he streamed earlier this afternoon. I didn't see you there. You might have been there. I might have missed you. I don't know. But I'm glad you joined the stream. If you guys haven't done it yet, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe. I could use all the subscribers I can get. Once I hit 300 subscriptions, I will start doing live face cams for my streams, and I will double my live streams per week. But for now, I am doing one live stream per week, and we're kicking out one recorded video as well. Okay, let's get our polyfiber made. Now we got our polyfiber and our heat capacitor made. So now let's make a circuit board for the overseer. Boom. There we go. Let's head back inside. Yeah, he set the new record. Jason Plays is sitting there probably twiddling his thumbs trying to figure out how to beat him now. Delta is the speedrun king for expeditions. Let's throw all our plant material back. Our pyrite, our star bulb. Perfect. We'll take our oxygen and move that back where it belongs. All right, let's come over here and we will come to the overseer. Let's hit that save beacon first. I don't want anything to happen. And let's talk to the overseer. We got to make sure we have that quest in our log selected. So expanding the base, this way we can get that quest to pop up. Now he's ready. As soon as that little icon pops up above his head, we can move on through the quest. A red star for the robot pets, huh? Nice. Yeah, I usually hit it in between. A couple times I played the expedition. In between the first rendezvous and the second rendezvous, there's a couple of planets that have the robots on it. If you can get those, like the indium drive installed first. But if not, there's a couple planets right next to the 5th phase rendezvous. I trust our scientist was able to meet your needs, friend. They have the circuits we demand. As I approached the overseer, I was almost certain I heard them talking to themselves, spitting out words and phrases in a tongue I recognize but do not understand. But seconds later, there is no trace of the venom I thought I heard. I must be mistaken. Exporter Git asks me for the circuit boards. Here you go, Git. Take them. The overseer is strange, but no more so than any of the other beings I have encountered. Indeed, they have been more helpful than most. I hand over the circuits and receive my reward. And there you go, boys and girls. We get the Galactic Trade Terminal blueprints. Now we can build the Galactic Trade Terminal in any of our bases that we build anywhere in the galaxy or universe. Nice. So all we need is 25 magnetized ferrite and 3 microprocessors, which we have in our inventory. Ah, friend, you will be so happy with Exporter Git. I have drawn up plans for some starship technology, but I cannot yet sync my design with your ship. I shall need a gravitino ball to perfect my device. The overseer predicted I would be pleased, and once again, they are correct. They have been ceaseless in their efforts to improve my lot. A gravitino ball is required to finish their promised starship technology. The farmer may be able to help acquire one. You will not regret it, friend. It is good we work so well together. And that's why I planted 2 Gravitino balls. Let's see if we got those in our storage. Not that one. Come on. Hate that hitbox. We've got 3 Gravitino balls. All we need is 1 to give to the Overseer. Perfect. And that will help us with our Starship technology. But now we can build a galactic trade terminal, which is in our advanced technologies all the way at the bottom. This is our galactic trade terminal, which we can stick on a wall inside our base, or we can stick it as a standalone unit anywhere in the building. I'm going to set this right here in this other opposite corner of the room from our security officer. There we go. Now we got a galactic trade terminal where we can sell all our garbage and junk and buy some basic materials. But our materials are limited to the amount the economy is. So if you build in a 1-star economy, you're going to get resources like this: 49 ferrite dust or 35 cobalt. But if you're in a 3-star, it'll give you anywhere from 300 to 500 of each type of resource, as long as it's on the planets and that type of thing in that solar system. So now we got that, and we can sell whatever garbage we got left. Perfect. So we got a galactic trade terminal in here, and we need to give the Gravitino ball to Exporter Git. Did you enjoy your adventure, friend? Your expedition to find our orb? I have waited for you faithfully. There is something about the way Exporter Git speaks that, for all their kind words, suggests a resentment saved only for the deepest of enemies. But they would not have come to work here if we were enemies. Of course not. We are friends. The Overseer asked for the Gravitino ball so they can finish the Starship technology design. Here you go, Git. Have a Gravitino ball. As ever, I am so grateful for your assistance, friend. And now we get a conflict scanner. That's why I was fighting those Sentinels. And we killed that Sentinel walker, so I can get a walker brain so we could put the conflict scanner into our starship so we know how hostile the solar systems are before we fly into them through our galactic map. Have you ever wondered what happens after death between expiration and rebirth? Meditate upon annihilation. Harvest Mordite from the dead. It is the only way to escape. Since the Overseer arrived, I have a recurring dream, a nightmare that feels like a memory. Flesh merged with metal, a world of glass that blinks. A planet with green skies and an obsidian moon. A dream where I see my grave. As I snap back to reality, there is a moment before I can shake the image. That wound on the world lingering before my eyes. The Overseer asked me to harvest Mordite, a material found in the bodies of slain creatures. The Overseer has served me well. Perhaps their task will free my mind from these lingering nightmares. Cool, so now we can install that conflict scanner into our starship, but we don't have enough technology slots, so we have to wait with that. Otherwise, we have to remove a piece of technology, and I'm not willing to do that right yet because I believe our starship is just fine. So let's go get some Mordite out of our plant box because that's where I stored it. We only got 22 left. We don't even have enough Mordite. So let's take some Facium again, and we'll refine that into Mordite. And that should give us enough Mordite to give to the Overseer so he can move along in his quest line. Hopefully he gives us the quest to go get our Exocraft Specialist, because that's what we're working towards. Let's see. Our Facium is right here. Oops, I can't even see the box. There we go. Let's see. What is it? Is it carbon or oxygen that does that? Nope. That's not it. Is it oxygen? Yeah, there it is. So oxygen and Facium gives you a 1-to-3 ratio. So it's 1 oxygen and 1 facium makes 3 facium. But that's not what we want to do. But we do want to make a little bit more facium. We want to make mordite. And mordite it's a 3-to-2 ratio with the facium. So we'll go with that for now. I'm not sure. It's not ferrite, is it? It's not pure ferrite. It might be regular not regular ferrite, but pure ferrite. Excuse me. I know there's a few recipes to go through here. Uh-oh. We don't have pure ferrite? Is it magnetized? We could try that. No, it's not. So we'll just refine this. We're going to make some mordite. We'll get that out of the way. That'll take less than a minute. That's perfect. And then we will move along to... Whoops. That goes back into our starship. There we go. We will move along to... We'll take this out of there. We'll get rid of that. Oh, I was just trying to expand mordite from facium. I know there's a recipe to do that. I just can't remember what it is. It's not pure ferrite, is it? We got a couple missions to turn into the guild mission giver as well. Not to mention we need to go back to our freighter and we can continue along with the Ghosts in the Machine quest line. So we should progress after we get this completed. I want to get the base completed first. Once we get the base completed with all the staff in our base, then we will move along with the Ghosts in the Machine quest line. And we're pretty close to getting that done now. Have you any memories of the blink between cycles? The brief infinity between life and rebirth? I doubt it, friend. Few do. I do not know what to make of Exporter Git's question. They know my answer already. I feel and are not interested in what I have to say. Let's return the question. The Overseer laughs, their beak clicking as it opens and shuts. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I know there's a way to expand it. There is on the No Man's Sky Coordinate Exchange a recipe book, or the No Man's Sky Wikipedia, that gives you a list of all the refiners' recipes, so you can expand and things like that for making food, for making elements, plant materials, that kind of stuff. Let's get back to the expanding the base quest line, since that one was changed. So now our Overseer should be ready for us to give him the mordite as soon as that little icon pops up above his head. There it is. Let's get on with this. It's pugnium and condensed carbon. Okay. All right, that makes sense. I can see the change in you, friend. You have completed your task, and I have seen the world as you see it. I do not entirely understand what I have done for the Overseer, but they seem once again ready to reward me for my actions. So here's you some mordite, Git. Here, take these schematics. May the things you build always remind you of those you killed to construct them. And now we get the Exocraft Terminal Station, so we can get ourselves an Exocraft Specialist. We get the Blaze Javelin blueprint for our multi-tool. Cool, we don't need the Blaze Javelin. I'm not going to build that, so let's take that quest off and get rid of that. But we are going to build ourselves the Exocraft Technician Station. And we will build that back here, in here with our other Viking, our weapon specialist. So we need 40 chromatic metal and 25 dihydrogen. So we can build that here. You can build this station anywhere. You can build it outside, or you can build it inside if you want. I'm going to build it inside here. And if you don't have a window in the wall, it'll automatically snap into place where it should be. Not me. I put windows in because I like to have windows behind them. This way it opens it up a little bit and you can see inside the building. We're going to color this black and yellow. There we go. And I'm going to try and center this up a little bit. Oops, come on. It's always that twitch. I don't care. There we go. Perfect. We got that made. Now all we got to do is go up to the space station and get our exocraft specialist. Perfect. If you're not in a Viking system like I am, then you can find a Viking system and fly into the space station. Whoops, I went the wrong way, didn't I? You can go into the Viking station and find yourself an exocraft specialist there. But we're going to take the terminus here, the teleporter, and we're going to fly up to the space station so we don't have to jump into our ship. And that will show us, as you see down here in the current system, it shows us our exocraft specialist and our guild missions that we need to turn in, as those icons right there, the little paw prints, because we killed all those creatures in the last episode. So I'm going to head up to the space station and we'll take care of that. I was going to say see you guys there, but I forget I'm live streaming because I cut out the little teleport in between and it's like wasted dead space to me. So I just say see you guys there. Let's go over to the mission specialist first and we'll talk to this guy and we'll hand in our missions so we can collect those rewards. An exosuit upgrade chart. Perfect. And we get 101,000 units for killing all those creatures. Now, I like to pick up more, so we'll pick up that dangerous standoff, and we'll start that mission, because I like to do the kill the creatures ones. That's pretty easy. And a level 1 mercenaries mission, yeah, kill 11 more creatures, because all these mission agent missions will stack together if you collect more than just 1 or 2. So those are done. Kill 4 sentinels, we don't really need that. Ohmic gel is only sold in a certain system, and we're not going to get that because then we have to fly with that stuff in our inventory and it just takes way too long to get rid of. We need this though, this exosuit expansion unit. If we were level 9 in the Viking standing, then we could get that, but we're not. So we got those 2 missions started. Let's go back in. Let's see, we've got 3 missions. Locate creatures on the planet's surface. They're all good. So we got 3 missions stacked up to kill creatures, which is perfect. But we're looking for the exocraft technician here in the space station. So we got to keep an eye out for his little icon, which I believe he is upstairs. Let's go find him. Where is he? Right over here. Where is he? Okay, that's a little odd, boys and girls. Oh, no wonder. Duh, Becky. This guy right here is your exocraft specialist, if you guys didn't know that. That's why this guy stands here in every space station. This is your exocraft specialist. Why he doesn't move, I have no idea. Just so you guys are aware of that. If you're looking around and you can't find him and he doesn't have that icon above his head, let's see. Look, it switched our mission again because those quests didn't show up. But watch this. We'll select that one. And that should tell us where our exocraft specialist is. Where is he? It keeps saying it's outside, but this is the guy right here. So we're going to call him Opie, Brigadier Opie. This should be the guy. Uh-oh, I am sadly mistaken, boys and girls. You caught me lying. Oh, no. All right, let's go jump into our starship, head out into space, because I'm not quite sure what's going on here, but that should have been our exocraft specialist. But it says to go outside and find this guy. Okay, let's go into space. And see, it redirects us right back into the space station, which I don't understand. We'll check the galactic map just to make sure. So it is in this space station, which I don't understand why the quest is bugging like that. But you can see that the system we're in is where it's supposed to be. So let's head back into the space station. Hopefully it reloaded. If not, we'll have to reload the game and we'll find out where this guy is at. But it should mark him in here now. I think it just had to reload the quest. See, it is up there. It is that dude. I don't understand that. So they want you to fly from your base up to the space station instead of taking the teleporter. That's what I gather from it, because it is that guy. Brigadier Opie or whatever his name is. That's the guy I just got done talking to. See, this is your exocraft specialist. I knew that was.
I demand a place on your throne world, interloper. Acceptance will grant you the glory of an exocraft and a Viking mech priest to administer its mass. Pray only that you have an exocraft terminal sufficient for my skills. Refusal will result in my inevitable extermination. Be quick.
The technician seeks work, claiming they will be able to build and upgrade exocrafts for my travels. Let's hire him.
You are weak and unworthy of my skills, but I have no choice. I will flee to your vile world. I will become an interloper.
All right. And now we hired our exocraft specialist, Brigadier Opie. Now we can take the transport, the terminal, back to our base. I like to use the second deck approach. And we can head back to our base, back to the Cobalt Crib, to talk to our exocraft specialist and get that quest line going. So we're moving right along. I mean, we've got everybody completed except for the exocraft specialist. And this is the last quest line for all our base staff, which is pretty nice. I mean, we're moving right along. All right, we are back to the base. Let's get in here and talk to Brigadier Opie. There he is. Let's see what he's got to say. Brigadier Opie has claimed since I last saw them, though I still feel a sense of dread within their eyes, of the paranoia that has sustained them across the stars. What's up, Opie?
Interloper, I will do as I promised. Build a geobay from the schematic and my exocraft shall be yours, unworthy though you may be. Now excuse me, I must ensure this location is defensible, should my people try to find me.
The technician asked me to construct a roamer geobay from which I will be able to access their exocraft.
Grah! Of course! This bargain greatly favors you, interloper. My exocraft has seen much glory.
And there you go, you get the blueprints for the exocraft roamer geobay, which we've already built outside our base there, so we don't have to build another one. Giving it a few seconds and he will trigger, so he will be ready to talk to us again for the next step in this quest line. There you go, it just approved it. You can see the little check mark up in the top left corner. It says construct a roamer geobay. And now it will throw the icon above his head again to let us know he's ready for the next step.
Interloper, you have constructed the roamer geobay. Grah! Tell me, once you have, we must scan this world. We must find its signals, its secrets.
Yeah, we got it, Opie.
Good. Here is a blueprint for an exocraft radar. This augmentation will allow you to discover buildings and signals from afar. But interloper, know that it disgusts me that you lack so much knowledge.
And now he gives us the exocraft radar blueprint so we can install that into our exocraft. We've got the 50 chromatic metal in the microprocessor, but I do believe we have already installed that into our exocraft from our previous installation.
Do not delay, interloper. You have the means. Now set about construction of the signal booster.
I do not know how I feel about this warrior. I do not know whether I have made a mistake, but there is nothing to be done. The Viking has honored their word. I will honor mine. The Viking asked me to install the signal booster into my new exocraft. And we will go into
our exocraft just to make sure that we have all that installed. So we already have the radar installed. We have our mining beam installed with the advanced mining beam. We collected all this from the space anomaly when we bought it at the base construction module kiosk. So we purchased ourselves this exocraft earlier with all the salvage data modules that we collected. So we'll blow through this pretty quick. But if you guys haven't got it, you can start installing this stuff into your exocraft as you go through this quest line, so you don't have to worry about it. See, now it says they're checked off on the construct an exocraft radar. Now, waiting for that icon to appear above his head again, and now we could talk to him again.
Once we have the exocraft radar, we can map this planet. Are you ready for what happens next?
Brigadier Opie waits, expecting me to announce my success in the construction of the exocraft radar. Yeah, I got it done, dude. Here you go.
Your timing is fortuitous, traveler. Take these blueprints.
And now he gives us the blueprints to a mounted cannon, which we already have installed. But if you need pugnium, go to the space station and purchase it from the traders that fly in and land at the space station. Or you can go to trade outposts as well and collect pugnium. But since we've been killing sentinels and that kind of thing with the security specialist, our security specialist at our base, we completed that and we collected pugnium already. And you can pick up copper on just about any planet in the known galaxy. So if you haven't got that installed yet, you can do that now.
In your absence, I have made a grave discovery. There are sentinel depots on this world. Grah! They are everywhere, even in this last refuge. Track one down, traveler. Destroy the depot and bring me its precious contents for use in my work.
Brigadier Opie requires me to use my exocraft to locate a depot and steal the material from within. They will use this substance to create exocraft boosters.
Hurry, interloper! Do not permit the sentinels to pollute your world!
And now we need to go find ourselves a depot. Oh, wait. The mounted cannon. We do not have the mounted cannon installed? Uh-oh, boys, girls, guess what? They'll lied again. What a shame. I thought we had this installed. So we can install the technology. Let's go into our storage boxes here and see if we've got the material to install it. I believe we do. If we don't, look at there, we got some copper. So let's take a little bit of that out. We'll throw that into our inventory. And then we need some pugnium, which we've been collecting pugnium from all them sentinels we've been killing. So let's throw that into our inventory and we can install that mounted cannon right away. I want to unload some of these other things here. We're going to drop this mordite into our plant box. Let's, we got this exocraft engine module, which is an upgrade for your exocraft if you haven't picked any up yet. So let's get over. We got to get near our exocraft in order to install this technology. So now we can put the materials in it to install it. Boom. That is installed. All we're waiting for is our Icarus recharging unit. We need 3 storm crystals and we haven't found those yet. So that takes care of that. Let's take the materials that we picked up in our exosuit and we'll throw those back into the storage box. So we got that room and we got this exosuit upgrade chart. We'll throw that into our starship and we'll throw this exocraft engine module into our starship as well. So we got a little bit of room and we got a few extra things in our starship. So I'm not too worried about it. There we go. Let's return back to our exocraft technician. Make sure, because every time you do something, sometimes it'll switch your quest log. So we need to get back to that quest. So let's get back in there and talk to him. See what he's got to say.
Have you obtained the materials I seek, interloper? Divine elements forged from the sentinels themselves. They will shield us from their sight.
it will give you the quest if you haven't got this stuff installed yet. You can go, if you don't have gold in your inventory, it will make you go to a supply depot where there's sentinels at. All you got to do is blow up the little depot things, and it will give you the materials plus a few extra things like geodesite, iridesite. It will give you aronium, that kind of stuff. Because when you get aronium, that's what you take and you refine in your refiner, and that'll break down into gold. And this is what you hand into them. I already have gold in my inventory, so now we're going to hand that into him. So that's what happens. Otherwise, he'll give you a supply depot marker somewhere on the planet. It's usually within, I don't know, 2 minutes of your base, maybe 3, depending on how far away it is. Sometimes it could be 40 minutes across the planet. You have to pulse over there and pulse back. But if you have the gold, then you don't have to do that. So it kind of skips this step in the mission quest.
Good, I shall use it to forge exocraft boosters for future expeditions.
And there we go, an exocraft boost module, which we already have installed, I do believe.
None of us lives life alone, traveler. All of us form attachments, and I must shed the last vestiges of mine. I left my consort and spawned behind on my homeworld. My crimes were my own, but I must know what has happened to them. They have sent me an encrypted transmission. You will use the exocraft boosters to reach it before my brethren inevitably delete it. In the process, we can pull mining laser technology from the network. Grah! We will kill 2 Gek with 1 blast.
Brigadier Opie requires me to use my exocraft boosters to reach a terminal quickly enough to receive an encrypted transmission. They believe we may also acquire an exocraft mining laser blueprint from the Viking network.
Be vigilant! Be quick! I require this message. I must know what happened to those I left behind.
So now we have to take off. Since I live on an island, I can't use the exocraft to drive there. So what I have to do is jump into my starship and fly to that location. And it's much quicker. As you see down in the bottom right, it's giving us a timer to get there. That's why I use my starship to fly there. You really don't have to fly there. You can use your exocraft if you so choose. But I don't, because I live on an island. There's water surrounding the area, so I won't be able to drive through the water with my exocraft. You can, but it takes extra long time. And you really don't want to fail the mission. I could have used the exocraft to get here. I didn't realize it was this close. Incredible. Okay. I learned something new. So we'll jump out of our starship here. You can call in your exocraft at this point when you land here as well. Like you can summon it up. Check this out. I'll summon up the exocraft. Bloop. Now it's here. Don't forget to hit the save beacon once you get here, so you mark this location. We'll get inside and see what it's got to say. Do we have any goodie boxes out here? Yep, there's one. Oh, we've already been to this location for the scientist. So we'll come in here. All the goodie boxes and everything have been claimed in here. So we'll just hit the console right here and see what happens. Loading transmission. Decrypting subspace frequency. Error. Interception.
Witness the price of your heresy, fugitive of the Viking. Know that there is no sky in which we cannot find you, no system to which you might flee unscathed. Hide, then, in the depths of this galaxy, for we are patient. Know that your spawn wept like mewling Gek as we cut them down, that we killed your consort as they fled, leaving the others behind to suffer. Where shall you ever find peace knowing these things?
The message is not what I expected. The technician told me to retrieve a transmission for them from their family, but this, I must return and decide what to do. Before the transmission closes, I pull the exocraft mining laser blueprint from the network. And there we go. We got the exocraft mining laser that we can install into our exocraft here if we choose, as long as you got all those materials. That's why I said you could summon it in here and pop that in, but we already have the exocraft mining laser. That's pretty sad though, right? That dude came to work for us and he left his family behind, and the Viking High Command killed his family because he fled and came to work for me. That's a pretty deep situation right there, boys and girls. Wow. That's one of the more morbid parts of this entire storyline. Right there, finding out that somebody's family got killed because they're working for you and they're hiding. So now let's head back to our base. And we will go talk to the exocraft specialist. Hopefully he's not going to be sad. I mean, I would be. I'd be torn apart, man. If I came back knowing that somebody killed my family, I'd be pretty upset. Especially your kids. That's worse. Oh. Well, let's hop out. We'll run back in and we'll talk to the exocraft specialist and see what he's got to say. What's up, Opie?
My preparations are almost complete. Soon I will purge myself of my old life, of my old attachments, to commit fully to what I must become. But even if I will remember nothing, I must know. I must know, traveler. Have you retrieved the transmission?
They are frenzied at my approach, excited. Whatever this transmission might contain, whatever system it has been sent from, it would seem to matter a great deal to the Viking. At this point, you could tell them you haven't claimed that message, but I think it's better to tell them right away what happened. This way you don't have that moral dilemma. You can choose your own path. Me, morally, I'm going to tell them. The technician tells me they are going to clean their mind to prepare for their holy task. Before they remove all other thoughts, they wish to know what happened to their family.
I must know, traveler. Tell me what my consort said. Tell me of my spawn. Please, I have waited so long.
The technician was expecting to intercept a message from their consort and spawn, but instead I discovered that their family had been killed, murdered by other Viking in retaliation for their heresy. As they stand before me, expectant, nervous, I do not know whether to tell the truth. I'm going to tell them the truth. It's better to tell the truth now instead of them finding out a lie later.
Leave me, traveler. We Viking prepare for death our whole lives, but this, who I am now, will die with them, lost in the obliteration of time and memory. Thank you, friend, for what you have done. When we next speak, I will be reborn.
Wow, that's pretty heavy, isn't it? So his family got murdered. We can come back to him right now, or we could go do whatever, but I'm going to talk to the expedition, or the exocraft specialist again.
I am reborn without attachment. I can focus now. Focus on what I must do. Grah, you will require a mining beam in the days to come. Construct one, and I will craft you a nomad exocraft befitting an acolyte of Null.
Their face is different beneath the eyes, beneath the soul. They have changed irrevocably. Where once they would insult me with meaningless threats, now they speak only of a singular purpose. Where once they would be capable of happiness or grief, now they only care about their cult, about their supposed purpose. The technician asked me to build an exocraft mining laser, promising to craft me the blueprint for a new exocraft, the Nomad.
The world will change. It must. It has to, traveler, or else all of this, everything we have done, it will have been for nothing at all.
Okay, so now we got to install the Exocraft mining laser, which we already have installed and placed in a supercharged slot. But you can put this thing in now at any time, any given time. Our Exocraft isn't that close to us. We can go outside and summon it and bring it right back up here outside the window, so we never have to leave this spot. But we left our Exocraft over there at that transmission tower, but we can summon it back to the summoning station outside the front door.
Have you built the mining laser? I hope you enjoy working with Viking technology. Nothing refines the design of a machine like using it in combat, even if that combat is against the Earth.
Oh yeah, I got it done, dude. Cool, now we get the Nomad Geobay, which is pretty much a hovercraft that we can use to go across water, up mountains, all kinds of stuff. So now we gotta build this Nomad Geobay. So we need metal plating and paraffinium.
Excellent work! Your Exocraft mining laser should be powerful enough to extract even magnetized ferrite from this planet. Witness the art of the mech priest, that I can create such marvels. Ah!
Ognum, welcome to the chat. If you guys haven't checked out Ognum Games, that's a great content creator. Don't forget to check him out. I'm glad you tuned in to the stream, Ognum. Glad to see you here. Thanks for showing up.
This universe is a mystery, traveler. Lives are spent in solving it. We shall do our part.
The technician needs me to gather magnetized ferrite, a hyper-dense mineral that must be refined. My life will be made easier with the Exocraft mining laser, able to harvest pure ferrite from large deposits. The technician will use this to craft an upgrade for my Exocraft radar.
They say that the Viking first rose to the stars in ships crafted from pure magnetized ferrite. Who knows what we will accomplish?
So now let's go build ourselves the Nomad, and we need, whoops, where is it? Big fat Wreck-It Ralph hands. All right, so we have the Nomad Geobay in our build menu. So we need 50 paraffinium, 2 ion batteries, and 5 metal plating. So let's go get ourselves some paraffinium, which is in our plant box. Whoops, I keep hitting that 7 box. There we go. Where is it? 50 paraffinium. So let's break this down real fast. We'll throw that into our inventory. We got 2 ion batteries, and we need, what was the other thing? Metal plating. Since we have a galactic trade terminal in our base, let's go get the metal plating. Now we can purchase metal plating here at our own base. We only get a few, but it's enough. So we'll get 4 of them. We already have 1 in our inventory. So that saved us a little bit of legwork. Now we can go outside. Let's hit the save beacon because we've made a lot of progress with the Exocraft Specialist. Let's come out here and pick us a place to put down the Nomad. Let's see here. Where do we want to place this? I want to color this black and yellow because I like to color the bases of all my Exocraft summoning stations black and yellow because, you know, machinery, what have you. Let's do this. We'll drop that right there. Perfect. Let's come down here to the Exocraft consoles here. This is our summoning station, so we can come over here and summon in our Exocraft from wherever it was that we left it, and it'll appear here at the station. We can do that with our Nomad. This now changes it so we're in the Nomad screen in our Exocraft tab. So we can move some technology around and install some technology into it. But first, I want to do a little design on this. We're going to do dark blue and some black. That colors my Exocraft. The cockpit, I always like to throw the chevron up there. And the left and right panel will be the Galactic Trade Hub. Because, you know, I like the Galactic Trade Hub. They've been a very good community for quite some time. The engine cover, I throw the Atlas on it. And the boost module changes the color of the flame inside your booster. So I like to color that light red and dark red. And that also changes down here on the Nomad the color of your hover wheels as well. So just be aware of that. And that's it. That's all I do. That goes pretty quick. So now we got our black and blue Nomad. We can install, let's put the mining laser in here. Let's see, where is that? That's the advanced mining laser. There's our mining laser. We have the material to install that. So I like to install all these technologies into my exocraft to get it done right away, so I don't have to worry about it later. So when I summon it up, look at there, we need pugnium and copper again, boys and girls. Uh-oh. Go figure, right? We need to find a spot for 4 hazard protection modules, because we need to do the same thing we did with our hazard protection in the Nomad as we did in our little exocraft roamer, our little car. So let's get these things installed, and we'll go grab the material out of the material boxes again, because we're going to need a bunch of materials to install some of this stuff. We'll put the radar down here. There we go. We can install that. That works. Let's get our advanced mining laser installed. We need pugnium for that, but we got the chromatic metal, which is nice. So we got that installed. What do we got left? We have the Icarus recharging unit, and we will stick that up here by the cannon, because these two here don't go with anything else. So we need 6 storm crystals and 4 microprocessors there. The word's right there, Dale. Jeez, gosh. I'm illegitimate. I can't read. So we need dioxide. We need ionized cobalt, deuterium, phosphorus, and uranium, along with a bunch of copper and some nanotubes. So let's run back up. Wait, we don't even have to run, do we? Let's go into our inventory here. Let's go to our storage boxes, and this is where we can get our materials out. We need uranium. So we can take the uranium, throw that in there. We need the phosphorus. Microprocessors, we need a couple of those, right? Oh, this is to make them? My bad. So we'll make those. We'll make those. We need some carbon nanotubes so we can make a few more microprocessors. Otherwise, you could buy these from your galactic trade terminal as well. So we got 4 microprocessors, which we just take those and drop those in. So all we need is storm crystals for that. We need pugnium. Let's get some pugnium back out of our storage box. Let's see if we can find that real fast. Let's see here. There's some copper. We definitely need the copper. So we'll take that, throw that in here. Let's dig out some pugnium. Where is it? It's all the way at the bottom. I really hate the way they did this when they changed this around since the Orbital update. Our storage boxes now show you the last storage box, number 0, and then it goes down from there. So let's install the cannon. We got the cannon installed. What do we need there? We need pugnium in our mining laser. We'll get that installed. What's your wife do there, Ognum? What type of work does she do? Got some uranium to put in here. We got copper to put in here. We still need 5 carbon nanotubes. Ow, that's a lot of carbon nanotubes. There we go. We can put that in there now. So that's installed. Because once we get all these hazard protections installed into our exocraft, then we're protected from the elements. We need 2 hermetic seals, which take, whoops, what did I do there? 2 hermetic seals, and that takes condensed carbon. Now in the expedition, they changed that around where you need oxygen to make hermetic seals. Yeah, you're right, Typo. Typo, welcome to the chat. Another great content creators. If you guys haven't checked out Typo, check him out too. I didn't even see you pop in earlier. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys haven't done it yet, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. This way you can get notified every time one of my videos drops or I go live. Let's see. So we're going to make 2 hermetic seals. We'll get those made so we can install those. Nice. So she's a cook. That's great. Thai food is good. Don't doubt that. If you guys haven't tried Thai food, you got to try Thai food. That's something to die for. I like Mongolian food too. That's very good. Well, I'm glad you tuned in, Typo. I appreciate you stopping in. Thank you very much for coming in. Okay, we got, whoops, let's go back into the exocraft. We need to get the copper put back into the storage box, the uranium back in the storage box. We'll put the pugnium back as well. And let's get out, what do we need? Ionized cobalt, dioxide, and phosphorus. So let's find the dioxide. Hopefully we have enough. I doubt we do. There we go. We got that one installed. Put that back in the storage box. Let's get... Whoops. If you guys don't know, it's if you see down there at the bottom of the list, it says transfer items. If you hit that button, that'll open up the menu so you can go into your storage box and gather materials out that way. Now we need ionized cobalt and phosphorus. Where's the phosphorus? I got some of that right here. We'll just take that and drop that down. Pick it up, throw that in there, and that should put in our cold protection. There we go. We'll put that back in the storage box. We need some ionized cobalt now. Come on. Hopefully we got some down in here. There it is. I knew I had a little bit. I didn't know how much I had, but I know we have some. There we go. So all we need to do is make 95 deuterium. If you guys don't know how to make deuterium, I will show you now how to make that. Put that back in the storage box. Let's get out of here. We're going to go upstairs to our refiner room. And I will show you how to make some deuterium. Deuterium is a very rare element. You can find it in certain places in the galaxy, but it's very, very uncommon. I mean, it's almost to the point you can't find it. But let's go in here. We're going to go to our starship. We're going to get out some tritium. We need to make 95 deuterium. So it takes 95 tritium, and then we go into our backpack, and then we get the dihydrogen. Dihydrogen and tritium make deuterium. So all we need to make is 95 of that. So you guys learn that recipe, I hope. If you don't know it, this is the recipe. You get 1 tritium, 1 dihydrogen makes 1 deuterium. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. We'll bring this down here till we get 95. So we don't make extra and we don't have some odd elements sitting in our inventory not being used. There we go. And that only takes 20 seconds to make. That's not bad. Once that's done, we'll put our thermal protection into our new Nomad exocraft, and then we'll go back and we'll talk to the exocraft specialist again and see what else he's got for us. I hope you guys are enjoying this stream. I try to do my best for everybody. This is the best I got. If it's not good enough for you, then you might as well go watch Jason Plays. Me personally, I don't watch Jason anymore. I watched him when he first got started. He does good. He brings out the new games. He brought out the Xbox showcase and stuff. I enjoy watching him. Don't get me wrong. I do like Jason. He's a great content creator. And a lot of the things that I've learned in No Man's Sky, I learned from Jason Plays and Survival Bob. Survival Bob hasn't been around for a few months that I've seen. Kind of missing the guy. But he kind of disappeared from the No Man's Sky community. He kind of went off and did his own thing. I don't know what he's doing. I know he's got some things going on at home with his family, with his mother. You know, from what he had said before, she's got Alzheimer's. So he has to take care of his mother at home now. So, yeah, suck it, Jason. Me personally, I like watching Delta 1. He's my hero. I like watching Delta. Okay, we need to take the deuterium and we're going to put this into our exocraft so we can fix that. There we go. Now that technology is installed. So we now have hazard protection in our Nomad. We got a couple extra microprocessors. We'll throw that into our Starship. There we go. And all the technology is installed except for the Icarus fuel system in both exocraft. We have to acquire some storm crystals, and we haven't run across those yet. So let's go into our log. We're going to unpin this formula because it'll tell us to keep doing it. And now we'll go back to our exocraft specialist. I like watching a few other content creators as well, like Beeblebum. He's taught me a little bit about glitch building. I'm not a very good glitch builder. It's not my thing. And I watch Zane's World as well. I catch Ognum Games every once in a while. I might not say anything in his chat, but I do watch him. Typo, I've caught a couple of yours too, so don't think I ain't watching you either. I know you guys are there. Sometimes I just don't say hi. I just turn you on so I can listen to you and you guys get that watch time on YouTube. But I appreciate all you guys showing up to the stream. Let's see what Brigadier Opie has to say.
Have you brought the magnetized ferrite, Traveler? The signals are out there. I know they are. All you need is a signal booster capable of detecting them.
Here you go, dude. Here's the magnetized ferrite. I give the technician the ferrite they requested. As they work with it, I examine their station. It is barren now, lacking the flaws, the personality of their previous equipment. I cannot help but miss the way they were before. For all this newfound efficiency and focus, the flaw of their individuality forever gone, drowned within their great purpose. And now we get the radar amplified for our exocraft, which is the next step. It's like the B class upgrade, which it is. It's the B class upgrade for our radar in our exocraft. So now we can install that. There's another great content creator, y'all. Welcome in, Sins Arcade. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you showing up, showing that support. And thank you, everybody, for joining the stream. Another great content creator. If you guys haven't checked out Sins Arcade yet, check him out. He's doing some cool stuff too. I like watching him as well. It's hard to find time in the week to watch everybody though. But let's install our radar amplifier into our exocraft.
Take this signal booster. Upgrade it. When it is constructed, I have something else for you. Compensation for your work. I have been analyzing your exocraft telemetry, you see. It seems that my previous incarnation did not even provide you with the most basic in exocraft weapon upgrades. Grah! Forgive the Viking that I was, Acolyte. It is not polite to withhold firepower.
The technician requires me to craft an upgrade to my signal booster, promising me upgrades to my weapons system. Thanks, dude.
Your technology multiplies. Soon your exocraft will be the envy of all you encounter. Go, Traveler. Build your upgrades. I will continue my great work.
All right, now we got to go install the new upgraded. Whoops, let's go. Hold on a second. We're going to turn around. We're going to go back into the Galactic Trade Terminal. I'm going to spend a few units here and we're going to buy some microprocessors. I'm tired of building these things. So we're going to buy 10 of those. And that should be enough. Let's buy a little bit more ferrite. See, we got pure ferrite and magnetized ferrite here that we could have bought just to help with the magnetized ferrite that he needed. That's why I always build my base next to a miner settlement, because to help you start off your base in the very beginning, the miner settlement has all the materials you'll need to help you build your base. So let's install this radar amplifier, since we got 2 microprocessors, 2 ion batteries, and 100 chromatic metal. And we're going to double that because we're going to install this into our geo roamer as well. So making good content every day. I know you've been moving. I'm waiting for you to get back there. I appreciate that, Sin. You take your time and get yourself settled into your new home. I just appreciate you guys showing up and showing me a little bit of support and saying hi. Thank you very much. And all the chat, that helps. That really makes a difference in the YouTube algorithm. For some reason, they want everybody talking and conversing with everybody. Go figure, right? I've deleted 2 main saves, and this last time I deleted my main save, it screwed me because of all the expeditions that I've completed since the very first one, the Pioneers expedition. I lost all that stuff and I can't get it back now. I'm pretty upset about that. And they haven't come out with a new thing for us to get all those things back. I lost my golden vector, all that stuff. So now we got the radar amplifier installed into our Nomad. We're going to install it into our geo roamer as well. So this is what I do. I just summon it in right here. You don't have to jump in or jump out, that kind of thing. So now we're in this exocraft and we're going to drop another one in here. So double the materials if you've got the 2 exocraft. This way you're always keeping your technology upgraded in each exocraft as you go along in the game. I like to buy all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I know you have, Sin. You've supported me quite a bit, and I really appreciate that. You guys have no idea how much Sin's Arcade has helped me to get my live streams going. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be live streaming right now. Him and another person called Control Alt Silent. He hardly ever shows up in my streams, but if he does, I give him a shout out because he's the one that showed me how to set up all my recording software and everything. Between Sin and Cass, them 2 people helped me the most to get my my streaming channel up. So I appreciate it, and I thank you guys very much for all that support.
Grah, the blueprints for your weapon upgrades are ready, Interloper. Have you improved your scanning equipment yet?
Well, yeah, dude. I just put 2 of them in. The technician gives me blueprints for weapons upgrades, but as they pass them to me, an alert begins to sound on their terminal. Their search is almost complete. A scan has found something.
That you choose this world of all worlds to make your home out of infinite possibilities. I did not think it possible, but my scans have uncovered the truth. Null themselves visited this place. We shall uncover their final words. Use your upgraded exocraft radar to locate this planet's abandoned structures. Bring me the nanite clusters contained within, and I will use them to forge a new acceleration module for the trials ahead.
The Viking claims that this Null, the namesake of their cult, once visited my planet. I cannot know if this is true. I walk through worlds of ruin and wonder at these peoples, at their obsession with their past, at the hatred that tore them asunder. I wonder what the future might hold, what secrets might echo out through the hub of creation. The technician requires nanite clusters to initiate their final ritual. They have an exocraft booster waiting for my return.
Tread carefully, traveler. In all abandoning things, there grows a rot. Take the nanite clusters and leave before something notices your theft.
Okay, so now we gotta go find out about Null or some stuff. But we have nanites, we have lots of nanites, so it tells us to go back to the technician. I think that's where we were supposed to go, to an abandoned building on that part of the quest. So if you haven't gotten enough nanites yet, they will let you go to this abandoned building and get that. So let's go back to Brigadier Opie and see what he has to say. All right, Opie, what you got?
Have you obtained the nanite clusters? The hour Slay and your exocraft boosters upgrade awaits.
Here you go. Here's the nanites.
The technician takes the nanite clusters. As they told them, they appear to enter some strange trance. After a moment, it is done.
That's bad right there. Because that sentence, or those sentences right there, should have been in the Traveler's voice and not Brigadier Opie's. That's really weird. There is a strange look behind their eyes. Brigadier Opie informs me that they have taken communion with their ancestors. They know what they need to do.
Traveler, my work is complete. I have overridden the ley lines, charged their holy data. They have revealed to me a monolith, a tomb for the final prophecy. If you go there before the ley lines close off, you and you alone will uncover the truth behind my species, the mystery for which Null died.
A monolith has been activated. If I reach it quickly enough, I will gain this forbidden knowledge. The technicians serve their holy purpose, driven to obliterate their own personality in pursuit of this very day, this very moment. I do not know if their sacrifice will be in vain. Well, at least somebody understood what my thought was. Thanks, Sin. All right, so now we need to take off. We got 5 minutes to get to this monolith. So you guys can take your exocraft or you can take your ship. I will take my ship and we will fly there since it's a heck of a lot faster. And some of the path, I mean, look at this. We'll have to travel across water. And once you go through water with your exocraft, it's not very fast. It slows down to almost a third. Yeah, I know, right? Hello Games, what? Hello Games never makes mistakes. What are you talking about, Typo? Man, I can't believe you just said that about my favorite game. They don't make mistakes. They did it on purpose. Yeah, No Man's Sky is by far my most favorite game. I've got well over 3,000 hours into this game. Skyrim, that game there, that was my first favorite all-time game, and I put in well over 5,000 hours into that game. I mean, Fallout 4, I've got a couple thousand hours into that game too. I've been playing that since it came out. About a year after it came out, I picked that game up too. But this one here is by far my most favorite game ever of all times. Yeah, but the Nomad slows down in the water. It does slow down. Not much, but it does. It goes down maybe a third. But the car, the roamer, that thing just like barely crawls along underneath the water. Hello Games can't count. Sean Murray can't count. It's not Hello Games. The developers that made the game know how to count. I approach the monolith. I am engulfed in its terrible truth. I see its words in the text of 1,000 tongues, in the ephemera of countless stars. That's witness. You don't want to submit, you want to witness. The Viking don't like to submit, so you bear witness. Know that I heard the word of the Atlas where Herc had heard nothing. I witness events that occurred millennia before my awakening. I see 2 Vikings standing before a red glow, asking it of the universe. That's witness. In their rage, in the impotent jealousy, Herc struck me from the mountain, and I saw the truth of what that monolith had said. Oh, this is Null that's speaking. Okay.
That my end would be awakening. That in this dream, nothing should perish.
I see a Gek and a Korvax waiting side by side before me, and before the vision ends, I see a vision of something I have not seen before, of something that does not belong in this or any place, of hatred, grief, despair, of something that is yet to come. Let's bear witness.
Or so it would be until the coming of the last traveler. So it would be until the destruction of realities. Know this, the final testament of Null.
I see the end of time, the end of all things, and in that crimson light, there is a figure, its hand held out before eternity. I see all this, and then it is over. The monolith has nothing more to show me. I leave shaken by my experience. As I go, I feel something right behind me, breathing, watching. When I turn, it is gone. So, Herc is the one that killed Null, if you guys didn't know that about the story lore. And right there, it tells you what happens. And it changes the way the Vy'keen look at the universe. So let's head back to the base and let our exocraft specialist know what we have learned. Once we use that monolith, once you travel 1,000 units from that monolith, you can turn around and go back to it. Unless you've claimed the rewards from it previously, it will open up for you. But if you've claimed the rewards from that monolith, it will not work again for you. As old as you. What are you guys, like 70 years old or something? Like back in the day cafe kind of stuff where you guys used to watch cartoons on Saturday morning with Bugs Bunny and the Roadrunner? Sin is ancient. So being ancient, are you talking like you watched mountains get built, or there was like stone wheels back in the day kind of thing? Apple II, I was programming computers on the original Apple with my 256 megabytes.
I envy you, traveler, to see the words of Null themselves. Grah! With this discovery, you have vindicated the actions of 1,000 martyrs, traveler. You deserve your reward. You deserve the Colossus, the largest exocraft in my arsenal. Use it and strike terror upon our enemies.
The Vy'keen believe that their ancestor Herc received wisdom from a great monolith, initiating a war against the Sentinels and slaying Null, the Objector. The monolith I discovered proves that the history is a lie. Null was honored with a vision, whilst Herc had been met with only silence. And in their jealousy, Herc murdered Null. Yet I am left with questions. I am left thinking of the creature I felt watching me. I am left with dread. The technician offers me the Colossus Geobay schematic. I'll take that schematic, thanks. The technician passes me the schematic. As they do, their eyes beam with pride and sadness. Now we have the blueprint to make the Colossus Geobay, and that's a very huge tank of an exocraft. And we will build that right outside our base, so we have that one as well. So we need to get more paraffinium and a couple more metal plating, which we got in our Geo Roamer.
I have transmitted Null's testament to my brethren, traveler. What you have learned this day will spread amongst the Vy'keen. It will change our people for the better. Grah! And if violence is required for your change, so be it. As for you, you are not as pathetic as I once believed. You are no longer interloper. You are one of us. now until the end of time itself, enthroned in the glory of the Colossus.
The technician waits anxiously to see my Colossus exocraft in its full glory. I watch as they begin to forge and upgrade for my exocraft mining laser, surrounded by schematics and charts. I'll build that Colossus. Hold on a minute.
The Colossus is a fine craft. They say Herc and Null rode one together before their end.
So now let's go outside. We got to get some more paraffinium. So let's go to the box and see if we got any more in there. I hope we do. Why does it keep picking that box? I really hate that. So let's take the rest of the paraffinium out. We got that. Let's go out to our little Geo Roamer car because that's where we have all our metal platings. Bloop. We will summon this in so we can get into the inventory of this exocraft. And we will take out a stack of metal plating here and we'll throw that into our exosuit. There we go. Four months, a day way too long for me. I prefer the rain, right? I don't like the rain here in Louisiana, I'll tell you that much. It rains here and the thunder and lightning knock out the power. A couple weeks ago, I lost my backup battery because of the thunderstorm. So let's find a place big enough to hold this thing. This is a huge exocraft. So we're gonna place it over here. Color that black and yellow like I always do for the base. We'll plop that down, kaboink. Now we can install all the technology that we installed into the previous one. We can now install into the Colossus. Wow, look at that spacing for this thing, right? The supercharged slots, that's terrible. Okay, let's install all the hazard protection things again. We'll just plop them in there. We'll get all the materials together. I'm going to try and get through this as quickly as possible. I know you guys watched me do one exocraft already. You guys didn't see me do the other one. Maybe a couple episodes ago. Let's put in the cannon. There we go. We got that in there. Let's put in, what is it? The booster, the exocraft boost module. That goes there. Okay. We got the radar. We'll install the radar down here. We can plop that in right away. Get that done and out of the way. We'll get B-class radar. We'll get that installed. Right? The floppy disk, you wore out that little 3.5? I know what you're talking about. I played that game too. I love that game. That was a great game. Yeah, okay, now we need the Icarus recharging system. We'll put that up here as well. So now we need to gather up all our materials again. Let's see what we got in our exosuit. We don't need the paraffinium. So we need tritium and dihydrogen so we can make some deuterium. So we can put that one the thermal module in there. We'll get that started. Let's put in our backpack. Let's go to dihydrogen. So we'll grab that. There's that. And then we need the tritium. That's in our exosuit as well. We don't have quite enough tritium, so we're going to have to get more from the starship. We'll put that in there. We only need about, what, 20? Yeah, there we go. So we make another 95 tritium, or deuterium. We'll get that started. While that's going, let's run inside. We'll hit our storage box, because we're going to need some stuff out of that. Here we go. Delta One, welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. I'm glad you showed up. I was starting to wonder if you hated me or not. I finally get to see you in a couple weeks now. I didn't make your stream. I showed up as you were ending your stream today. So I apologize for missing that stream this morning that you put out. But it was a good stream nonetheless. I watched it. Thank you. Let's put the paraffinium back. Let's take, where is it? Oh, I put all that stuff in the first storage box. Whoops. So we can get all that stuff tuned in. If you guys haven't checked out Delta One, he is a great content creator. And right now he's got the record for the speed run in the Expedition 13 series. So if you guys haven't checked that out, check out Delta One. Yeah, I know. I've said something about it before, Delta. I know you got a family and things are busy. That's just the way it happens. I get it. Life is busy. Real life takes precedence over everything else. I don't blame you for that at all. Let's see if that's enough materials right now so we can install the rest of this technology into the Colossus. Are we close enough? I don't want to run all the way down there. There we go. We got some pugnium. I'm going to try and install all this equipment about as quick as I can go for you guys. So you ain't got to sit here and watch me do all this. And I've already explained enough. I think you guys know exactly what's going on. So, yeah. Let's go. A wiring loom, dioxide. I am short on dioxide. Oh, that's painful. Deuterium. Yeah, I need to pick that up out of the refiner. Whoopsie. There we go. We're getting this stuff in there. A 2-year-old refuses to pay rent. Oh, man. That right there, that's going to be serious. Just wait until they're like in their 20s or 30s. Then you've got problems. Couple carbon nanotubes, we can make that. Put those in there. We'll get that piece installed. There we go. What else we got? We need copper. 2 hermetic seals. Got those ready to go in. Perfect. We got that installed. We need dioxide, and I don't think we have enough. 5 carbon nanotubes for that piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blam. There we go. All we need is copper, ionized cobalt, and deuterium. Let's go get the rest of our materials now. Let's go pick up. Wait, we got to go put stuff back. I forgot we got to do that first. Okay, let's go to the plant box again. I don't have any dioxide in there. That really sucks. I was hoping we had enough materials for the plants, but I guess we don't. That's a hard sell right there, boys and girls. Ooh. Let's get this going. Let's put the microprocessor back. We don't need that. Could have put that in the Starship. Yeah, let's put that in the Starship. We need the ionized cobalt. We need the copper. So let's take the copper out of there. What else did we need? We need the deuterium, ionized cobalt, and we need that dioxide. And they don't have any dioxide to sell us in the Galactic Trade Terminal, I believe, right? All we got is magnetized ferrite and pure ferrite in there. Yeah, we don't have anything extra for that. So let's get what we can installed into our Colossus, and that thing will be almost done. I just got to pick up some more dioxide along the way somewhere. So let's get this finished. We got the toxic protection is completed, and ionized cobalt can go in there. We need the deuterium. We got the pugnium and the copper here for that. Perfect. We're moving right along. Deuterium, we got to get out of the refiner. Whoops, wrong refiner. Whoopsie. Jeez, Dale, come on. I'm almost done, guys. It's been a long stream. I've been going for about 3.5 hours now. 3 hours, I should say. Let's put the tritium back in the Starship. There we go. Okay, put the deuterium into the radioactive protection, and we got that piece of technology now installed. All we need is 6, 9. We need 9 storm crystals now, and a bunch of dioxide, which we don't have. But now our Colossus is now installed with all its technology. So let's run back in here, unload what materials that we do have. I'm going to put the dioxide back into this box. We'll put that in there, and we'll put the rest of the materials back in the other box. And that should give us enough room in our inventory to continue on. We still got some C-class modules and stuff. We'll sell those for nanites, or we'll wait for some slots to open up, that kind of thing. We'll take care of that later. Let's go back and talk to the Exocraft specialist. We'll hit that save beacon. We'll head back in here. Stream shows 2 hours. I've been going since 6:30, Sin. What are you talking about? I have to get off of here. My throat's getting sore from talking for so long. This is ridiculous. I don't know how some of these people do 12-hour streams, or they'll do a 24-hour stream. That's absolutely insane. Whoops. Wrong thing. Let's talk to Brigadier Opie.
Have you constructed the Colossus, Geobay? Have you struck terror into the heart of all those who oppose you?
Yeah, I did it.
Grah! A careful answer. You must strike terror if you are to succeed in life, traveler. You must subjugate this world with the power of the Colossus. Here is an Exocraft vehicle laser upgrade to assist with the task.
And now we get the advanced Exocraft mining laser, which we already have installed. Cool.
I have almost exhausted the limits of my work, but soon you shall have mastery of this planet's signals and the speed with which to reach any threat. I require only sufficient nanite clusters to build the final blueprints. Grah! This employment has been one of glory.
The technician requires more nanite clusters to create an upgrade for my Exocraft radar. Something is wrong. Some time ago I saw the Vy'keen with an image of their family before they performed some ritual to erase such attachments from their mind. As I approach now, I see that same image. The technician stares at it, blinking for a few moments with an empty expression. When they notice me, they remove the photograph from the display. We do not speak of it again. I do not wish to awaken their pain. They desire only nanite clusters, not my sympathy. Yeah, I'll get you some nanites, dude.
As I said before, be careful in those abandoned buildings, traveler. Do not lose yourself in the hunt.
So he wants more nanites, which we're going to give him. We do have plenty of nanites in our inventory, so we'll give him a few more nanites. I think he takes like 50 nanites each time. So you guys be aware of that. If he ain't got enough nanites, they will, doing his quest line, he will take some nanites from you.
Do you have the nanite clusters? Give them to me, please.
The technician's hands shake. It is then that I notice the blueprint is already waiting on the technician's terminal. They require these nanite clusters for some alternative purpose. They are desperate for the substance, refusing to hand over the blueprints without them. Here you go, Opie. Take the nanites, dude. The Vy'keen takes them greedily, turning to imbibe them. Whatever effect this matter has upon the alien, it appears to calm their movements considerably. Sated, they offer me the blueprints. And now we get the A-class radar upgrade to install in all of our Exocraft. So we got the blueprint for that, which we can do.
The nanite clusters. Their purpose is commonly misunderstood. They form the backbone of much technology, but they are not just machines. They can alter hearts, alter minds, even allow us to forget that which we cannot bear.
The technician has a final reward, an acceleration module upgrade for my Nomad Exocraft once I have constructed its Geobay.
Good. Let me know when the Nomad Geobay is built. Grah! I cannot wait to witness its glory.
And we've already got the Nomad Geobay built. So all we have to do is wait for the quest to pop again, which it did right there. We're almost done with the Exocraft Specialist.
Our work is almost concluded, but every end is a beginning. I am too weak to travel as I once did. Too tired to continue my pilgrimage. With your leave, I shall remain here to stand by your side against your enemies. Grah! Woe betide those who would transgress against us.
The technician offers me the final acceleration module upgrade. Thanks, Opie.
It has been a pleasure working with you, traveler. Return when you are ready. I have a proposition for you. A lucrative and repeatable venture. Traveler, I have detected a location of monetary interest. Go, that you may hone your control of the exocraft. Track the signal down before it disappears so that we may siphon its units.
The technician has hacked a terminal to siphon its units. If I get to the location fast enough, I will be able to transfer the units to my account. They spend their days doing this now, tending to the exocraft and drawing data from the interplanetary networks. Sometimes I see them walking out into this planet itself to explore, but such times are rare. The technician is content with this retirement, engaging in fugitive activity for the pleasure of the chase, no longer for the necessity of survival. It is a game we can repeat, one last heist after one last heist. Okay, we'll go do that.
Hurry! Grah!
So we need to hurry up, hit the save beacon before we leave. This is what we're going to do. We got 7 minutes to make it there by exocraft. I don't take the exocraft. I jump in my starship and then I'll fly there because, like I said previously, we got water and everything all around this place. So it takes a little bit to get there, but it gives you enough time by exocraft to reach it with maybe a minute to spare if you don't dawdle and start mining and all that stuff. You just got to hurry with your exocraft to get there. But look at this. It only takes a couple seconds with your starship to get there. You could summon in your exocraft once you get close or whatever. That's fine. But yeah, I just take my starship and get over there as quickly as possible. Right? Nanite's keeping the shit stains out of our suit. Yeah, I understand that. Because you notice they never put anything for a bathroom or a lavatory in this game for some reason. You can't wash your hands. You can't use the restroom, nothing. Okay, when we come into this building, make sure you guys turn on your flashlight and take a look around. Make sure there ain't no whippets hanging from the ceiling. And a whippet is a plant that swoops down and hits you and whips you. It's a big tentacled arm for the most part. So I just keep an eye out for that. Let's go to the back room, see if we can find any goodies. I've been to this building once before in a previous episode. If you guys haven't caught that, I will leave a link to the beginning of the series in the description after tonight's stream. And you guys can check out the rest of my series. If you guys haven't done it yet, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. All the subscriptions I can get, by the time I hit 300 subscriptions, I will start doing live face cams and I will double my live streams per week so we can keep up with that, plus the extra recorded video that I add to a playthrough series that I'm currently doing. The terminal whirs into action, spitting out errata in its confusion, siphoning funds from an intergalactic transaction directly into my account. As I go, I think to myself how glad I am that my technician can hack these networks. They claim they can do this 1,000 times and not be caught by any authorities. I hope that my fugitive friend is right. And look at there, what do we get? 34,000 units. That's a pretty good haul. That's not bad. If we can keep doing that each time with our exocraft specialist, that's an infinite supply of money. So if you ever run out of money, go talk to your exocraft specialist and he will send you to go find an abandoned facility to collect units from. Because most of the time when you go to an abandoned facility, what do they give you? They give you nanites. And we got plenty of nanites because we have 2 fungal runaway mold bases. So we can make nanites on the ready anytime we need them. But we'll get back to the base here. And that will conclude the Exocraft Specialist quest line. We have now completed that. So we finished up with the agricultural specialist, we finished the scientist, and we finished the Exocraft specialist tonight. So we have completed all of the base quest hiring staff and all that stuff today. So that is it, boys and girls. I think I'm going to call it here. I appreciate you guys tuning in and hanging out with me and watching the stream. Let's jump in, jump out here. I will be mining up a couple little materials off camera so you guys don't have to sit there and watch me mining up dioxide and that kind of stuff. Yeah, we've been pretty busy this episode. I appreciate you guys showing up. I can't believe that I've already got, 42 views tonight. That's the most views I've had on any stream. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And there's 11 people here. I know somebody's lurking there in the background. I don't know who it is, but yeah, I really appreciate you guys showing up. Don't forget to hit that like button, leave comments and stuff like that, and I'll throw up a couple links in the descriptions below. After the stream, I'll link you guys in there. Delta, Sin, Typo. I'll put you guys' link in the description too, so other people can check out your content as well. I give you a shout out, and I appreciate you guys for showing up and giving me that support. But until then, I want you guys to stay safe, stay sexy, and peace out.